Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Google, it's go time on a football Friday. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Let's get some life back in the bank this weekend. Big game coming up against the Chargers. There's really one aspect of this matchup I think is going to dictate how it goes for us on Sunday more than any other. We'll get to that here in just a second. Well, I'm running just a couple minutes late. Hand up accountability here. I had an untimely household semi-emergency like right as I was leaving, and if you've listened to the show for longer than 10 minutes, you would have figured out by now that neither Dan nor myself would be considered a handyman. Like if something goes wrong inside the house, you need a fan replaced or reinsert the microwave, probably not your guys, right? This one though, I'm leaving good morning, ET. I hope your Friday is going smoothly to this point.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm going, from the house, like through the garage. So like the door from the garage to the house. I noticed that the doorknob on the house side it's not on. It's not attached. Right? Oh dear. So I get out, obviously, and I'm trying to reattach the doorknob, and I don't know if the screws become unthreaded. I don't know what it is. The bottom line is I fiddled and faddled with it for about 10, 15. What was going to be 2 minutes turned into about 10, 15 minutes. And then I got a mess. I got grease on my hands. Got to wash that off before I get going. And by the way, I've got the door handle on. I've got like 20% confidence that it's on correctly and will remain on until I get home. I mean, it's just Miss P leaving the house in the morning. No big deal. It falls off. But we got people coming over to do stuff today. This is just a bad scene, E.T. It's a bad scene. I don't need to start my Friday that way.
I feel you.
Yeah, right. That's fair, right? So it's a small, it's a first world problem.
Valid.
Yeah. So, anywho, with that, let's start with Thursday Night Football because let's start now with the pecking order in the AFC, and it's starting to look more and more like at the very top of that pecking order is the New England Patriots because it is they who have found a generational quarterback, and we should have seen it coming. It's funny when you don't see it coming. I think that they're. I want to look this up. It's what happens when the doorknob falls off. Work with me here. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about the best quarterbacks in the league right now, E.T. All right? So name off a few of them for me.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Josh Allen.
Was Patrick Mahomes the number one overall pick?
No.
No, it was like ninth.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Josh Allen, was he the number one overall pick?
No.
No. Who?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow was the number one overall pick. That's correct.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me Lamar? Was he the number one overall pick?
In the second round.
Yeah. I guess the point being, man, that extra burden that comes from just being taking a couple of spots higher than, say, Drake May at number 3. Doesn't it feel like Drake May came into the league completely under the radar?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It does, doesn't it? By the way, you want to know the difference? Work with me, gang. You want to know the difference between college football and pro football? Among the many? We know there's a big difference between college football and pro football, by the way, so I don't mean to be just Kate flapping as Captain Obvious here. The 2023 All-ACC team. First team quarterback for the regular season undefeated Florida State Seminoles, Jordan Travis. Second team All-ACC that year, Drake May. Who I believe, it may have been 2022. One year he set like the ACC record for total yards. This dude, I did the bio check today, ET. I went down the bio track. This guy has been an unbelievable athlete and stud since he was a little kid. He's got, you may remember his brother Luke May won a national title contributing for the North Carolina basketball team. He's got a couple other brothers that have played college football. In high school, He was like a top recruit in basketball and football. So in high school, he set all these football records, and then he started for the basketball team. He was originally committed, didn't remember or know this, to Alabama. Ultimately flipped, went to his home state, North Carolina Tar Heels, where he followed up Sam Howell, who was a pretty good quarterback under then Mac Brown. But I feel like even though he was prolific, you just didn't really notice. North Carolina wasn't a great football team, although Maye had him up there in the 10-win range. But when he came in at number 3 overall, it wasn't a big, wow, the Patriots got their guy, or oh, here comes the next one. We can get way over our skis when it comes to anointing. I get that. We get way over our skis way too quick. Man, I think I've seen about enough out of the poise and productivity of this kid. I think I've seen enough. I don't see a recession coming from Drake Maye. I mean, he has the Patriots rolling. You know, the Patriots are the first team ever to in 8 straight games score over 23 and hold their opponent under 23. They won last night 27-14. So Shazam, just another kind of exclamation point on the kind of team, the kind of season the Patriots are putting together. Don't forget they've beaten the Bills in Buffalo already this year. They've got that rookie running back Travion Henderson going. 2 touchdowns rushing last night. He had another through the air. Stephon Diggs is back from injury. He was an awesome pickup for Maye. Gives him a true number 1 receiver, and Diggs is kind of rounding back into that form, isn't he? You forget that Diggs went to Houston. He was putting up numbers. Until he got hurt. He was. So anyway, off that ACL, 9 for 105 last night. Jets got to score their first drive down the field. You knew it wasn't going to last. The Patriots are just completely outclassed them. 27-14 is the final. But really, it's Drake Maye who continues to put together. They were chanting it in the stands last night, MVP, MVP. It's not far-fetched, is it? I kind of look at Drake Maye's MVP candidacy. I'm late to that party just as I would have been his draft stock. Bless you, my man. He's got the sneeze button. Look, last year as a rookie, we went on signs. They were a bad team. He had a good year, but 15 touchdowns, 10 picks, 88 quarterback rating, all real good numbers for a rookie if you advance off of those, if you trampoline off of those. And now here in year 2, he's just been fantastic. 71% completion. 20 touchdowns, 5 picks, passer rating of 113.2. And with kind of he carries himself beyond his years, doesn't he? He's just got that been here 20 years look about him as he plays. There was just a little tiny play. These are the little plays. These are the little plays where you got that gut instinct or you don't. Our guy doesn't have this. He was rolling out to the right at one point. Did you see this little play? It's a tiny little play. It was probably, if you weren't watching the game, it'll be lost. It's not a big highlight play. But he gets forced out of the pocket, right? And he's drifting toward the sideline and drifting toward the sideline. And obviously, as I tell you the result of the play, completely unfazed. His head's clear. He's figuring out what's going on. He's got a guy rushing him from the left. He's got another guy kind of deciding whether to come at him, or there's maybe like a running back just behind him or a tight end. And then behind that that running back or tight end, there's another Jets defender. And he just calm, cool, slid over to the sideline, paused for half a second, got just a little bit of a lane, and just ploop, just a little dumper, just a little ploop, just a little soft toss to my guy there, just inside the chains. First down, Patriots. A measure of the efficiency with which Drake Maye is playing on top of some production. And man, has there ever been, and you knew it when it happened, has there ever been a more home run fit of head coach and organization than Mike Vrabel and the Patriots? You can bring the Patriot way back with your own personal touch. Mike Vrabel is not the ultimate player's coach, but compared to Bill Belichick. And the Patriots roll on. They're now 9-2. You look at the landscape in the AFC where the Jaguars, as we've talked about, still would own that final playoff spot. But you got the Patriots at 9-2. You got the Broncos at 8-2. You got the Colts at 8-2. Yeah, raise your hand if you thought at the 10-game mark, the 3 best records in the AFC would belong to the Patriots, the Colts, and the Broncos. Huh? Think about that. And oh, by the way, at 7-3, the 4th best record in the conference belongs to the Chargers. Man, in its totality, looking at the scene here in the playoff picture, the Chiefs have certainly earned a grand assumption. I mean, at 5-4 and not having the tiebreaker against the Jags, the Jaguars' schedule down the home stretch has gotten a little more difficult in some ways. But you still have the Cardinals, Jets. You have 2 with the Titans. You have a home and home with the Colts. And for whatever reason, when the Colts week arrives, we'll be preaching the Jaguars' incredible streak of success against Indy here at home. Isn't it up to like 10, 11 games, ET?
It's up there.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking, and we beat them in every manner. They've been great. We've been terrible. We've been good. They've been bad. We've both been mediocre. But when Indy comes to town, it's ended in Jaguars' victory, but we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Let's come back and talk more about the matchup with the Chargers, and I'm going to tell you the stat that matters that will, I think, the aspect of the game on Sunday that will most matter as to whether the Jaguars pick up the dub, that's a dub, or take home an L. That and more as we get you up and rolling on a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs. I know one guy that was high on Drake Maye coming out. That was the Whisperer. He always liked Drake Maye, so we'll I think, visit with Denny Thompson today. We start our focus in on the Gator Bowl. So we'll welcome in Greg McGarity, and I believe our buddy the Luncher is coming in with him, if I read that correct. So we'll see on that. The ACC is a mess right now. I may have misspoken when I said the ACC. I'm confused as to the pecking order in the ACC and how it works. Like it's not possible, is it? One of you ACC folks, or if you got a dog in this ACC fight, let me know. The ACC champion, as long as there aren't 5 other conference champions ranked higher, and there's not going to be, the American Conference champion, whether it's USF or someone, I guess theoretically could rise above. I don't think they will. But then a sixth conference champion from another conference is not going to be higher ranked than the ACC champion. But my question is this. If the ACC champion, they're automatically in that stance. I'm like 99% sure, but there's so many narratives around, in particular, Miami's case. I do think it would open up, but Miami would have to get into the top 10. But my point being, if Virginia wins the ACC and they're ranked 16th or whatever, so they have to take the 12th spot, and Miami is ranked 11th, which is outside of the automatics, they don't get that ACC spot, right? Text line. Look at me going to you for answers. I think Miami, you're going to have to hope that everyone else loses in front of, and you get up into what you would have to get up into the top 9, right? Because you're going to have all the 5 autos. You're going to have the 2 from the non-group of 5 that get in, or 1 plus the ACC champ in this situation. So anyway, the main story in college football is the Gator contingent rolling into Oxford with Lane Kiffin. Will they leave with him, or with more news on that matter? So we'll talk more about that thickening plot as we go through this Friday morning as well. But we'll focus in on the Jags when we return. You're listening to The Drill, 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
A super defense is like a superior fence. They both protect what you value.
Pass rush, linebacker secondary.
After the game, Superior Fence and Rail highlights the defensive player of the game on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Learn everything you need to know about the Jaguars on Duval Rundown. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Join me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:04. You can find Duval Rundown on all the social channels of 1010XL.
Driven by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. It's Thursday. New Hard Rock Bet rewards are dropping.
Nice. Ed Reed, you in?
The only thing I drop is receivers and mics.
Ed, we're talking bonus bets, deposit matches, parlay insurance.
Oh, okay. I'll do that kind of drop.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
When the team heats up and the temps climb high, Sunrise Heating and AC keeps you cool. That's no lie. From kickoff to overtime and every long drive, they'll keep your home feeling fresh and alive. When your system's down, don't sweat the score. Sunrise Heating and AC of North Florida is ready to restore. Fast, honest service from a local crew, keeping Jacksonville fans chill all season through. Your comfort starts here at sunriseheatingandac.com.
Touchdown! 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Captain Kevin Faber's fishing report. Reeled in by Sunrise Heating and AC of North Florida and CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living on 1010XL.
All right, we're back here on The Drill. Beautiful Friday morning. Let's bring in Captain Kevin Faber. I tell you what, boys, it doesn't take long to get used to it. Right, that cold snap blew in last week, and we're hunkered down with 4 layers and ski caps on. And I got ready to go to work today. I know it's gonna be nice today, isn't it? Going up in the mid-70s, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's spectacular.
Yeah. All right. So I just threw on some shorts and a lightweight hoodie to and went out to go to work. I took them recycling down to the curb, came back up. Not a bit cold at all. It wasn't even chilly. I got in the truck, turned it on, got to work, and I was shocked to look and said 48 degrees. That's how fast you get used to it.
Yeah, I know. There's for us, Northeast Florida, First Coast, whatever. April and November are just like unbelievable. I mean, every day. We may get some rain here and there, but for the most part. But I'll tell you, that was a hell of a front that came through on Monday and Tuesday. I mean, for it to be in the 30s, in November for us, that's kind of unheard of. We actually, if you remember, we had some cold weather in like January and February of this year, late winter. But for it to get that cold and drop the water temperature down in the low 60s, it's nice. 62, 63 degrees. At the inlets, it's like 69, which again, you've done this for a long time, Jeff. That's about as perfect as it gets, And fishing has not disappointed. It has just been a spectacular week of fishing. I mean, the guys have gone offshore again and they've caught a few wahoo. And then the inshore fishing has just been ridiculous. Captain Rob Bennett, we talked about this on the forecast show, or they did last night. I wasn't there, but he caught a tarpon this week.
What?
in
that water temp?
That's what he said. He said he's obviously fishing with cut crab on the bottom and catching reds and black drum and having just an incredible week on that, and then he ends up catching about a 50-pound tarpon.
What a shocker!
What a bonus!
It happens, right? It's crazy when you're fishing. Sometimes you'll just catch the least expected thing at the time, freshwater, saltwater, whatever. I did see it passed on my YouTube algorithm one day this week, a couple of days ago, that somebody looks like they caught a huge pompano out of the surf. So
yes,
surf's probably producing just about anything that you'd want to catch.
Yep. And you keep these temperatures, daytime temperatures in the mid 70s. That surf temperature is going to hang around 68 to 71. And it's time to go.
Yeah, for sure.
We've had some west winds this week, which talking to the guys, they said that went offshore. They said it was beautiful out to about 30 miles, then it got kind of snotty, which is a typical west wind. So just enjoy it, because the other cool thing is, Jeff, is that these big reds have all gotten into tight schools on the edge of the intercoastal, and
fish in a barrel.
To be able to, it is. As a matter of fact, I'll send you one of the videos that Leon took this week, just to take a look at it, because it is so cool, and it's so funny, because I can hear him talking to his clients, and he's telling them, please, God, just throw it right there, because the guy couldn't throw it in front of the fish. All you got to do is throw it right there.
Oh, that's good. I've been over at Doc's on the Intercoastal there, and I've been over at his place before in the evening with his fish light on, and it looks like a dadgum aquarium.
That's awesome.
I'm talking like trout and reds. I mean, just like thick as if you were looking at brim. It's just crazy. This was a while ago.
So I do have an ACC question, because I heard you talk about this yesterday, about the Miami thing, and then this morning. Who is leading the ACC?
It's a jumbled mess right now. There are like 3 1-loss teams and or 2 1-loss teams and 4 2-loss teams, or 3 and 3. So it's just Miami is 7th in the pecking order right now. They would be like T4 or something on the loss side, but those 2 losses and who they came to, in the tiebreaker, because SMU is one of, I think, the teams with 1 loss. Louisville has 2. Both of them beat Miami already. So I just got more confused. There seemed to be this narrative out there that if Miami were higher ranked than the team that won the ACC championship, that they would get the ACC berth. I'm not finding that to be accurate. Now, Miami could still get in if they get into the top 10 overall. It would be a second berth, and they would be ranked higher and slotted higher in the playoff field than the ACC champ. That they would just go by their ranking when it came to that. So we'll see.
Yes, they still got 3 games to go.
They got to win at Pitt. Pitt's now Pitt has a murderous schedule here. They got Notre Dame this week. They got to go to Georgia Tech, and then they get the Canes. So they get the Canes last on that list. We'll see. Does Miami play NC State maybe this weekend? I mean, NC State's been, not an easy out. Beat Georgia Tech last time out. That ACC is chaos right now. It is a chaos of and the best team is Miami. I think by far. I think they're on par with some of the better teams in the country. But you got to make your way through what's on your schedule, and they seem to find a way to mess that up every year. Et, that's right. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay, and real quick, the 2 teams in the SEC championship game right now are Alabama.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah. Well, Texas A&M is the only undefeated. So if it were today, they would be the first team. And then Ole Miss has a loss. I think Alabama has the higher rank. No, Alabama's undefeated in conference. What am I talking about? Yeah, it'd be Texas A&M and Alabama. They're both 6-0 in the SEC
in conference.
Georgia's 6-1. Ole Miss is 5-1. Texas, believe it or not, at 4-1 would still control their destiny, right? They play Georgia.
Yep.
And then they play Texas A&M. So
there's a lot of football to play.
Wide open there for sure.
Yes.
And then Kevin, I don't know if you're asking, but Florida's 2-4.
Yeah, bro. My football life has been sucked out of me since last week.
It's been a bad. It's been a bad month, really. It's just been a bad month.
Just between the Jaguars and the Gators, it's like, you know what? I just might as well go to sit in a tree stand.
Well, sounds like a good plan, my man. Meanwhile, we're going to ask you to do the outdoor show tomorrow.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we are at Hagen Ace in Callahan, and it's our holiday kickoff show, and it's massive.
Yes, I know it is.
We
a lot of good stuff there, man.
Yeah, it is going to be.
Y'all give away a bunch of stuff for free, right? This is that one.
And there's discounts on everything, and it's a cool show. We'll all be there.
That's the one right around the corner for me, isn't it?
Nope. Oh, it's in Callahan.
Oh, the one in Callahan. I got you.
Yeah, that's not around the corner from you.
Is that a Hagen's though?
It is.
Okay,
yes.
on San Jose.
The one that's around the corner from you is.
Okay, that's what confused. I didn't realize it. Okay, yeah. Oh, so
yeah.
I just repeat, double alert. Don't listen to Dumbo here. There is nothing going on San Jose tomorrow. Hope and see the boys up. That show should be in Callahan. By the way, I'm just saying.
It is. Yeah, it is. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody.
All right, my man. We'll have a good show tomorrow. Good talking to you. We'll talk to you next week. You'll get bait in the box at some point. It's just
okay, buddy.
It's just
I looked last week.
I'm an idiot. There. Yeah, I can't piece it together. I just can't.
Help a brother out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I got you, bro.
The problem is when I think, and I've run into this, I'll think about it coming in, and guess what? You can't buy beer before 6.
Yeah, but it's more fun the longer it goes.
I guess you're right. Plus, it draws interest, and the 6-pack of bait becomes a 12-pack of bait. You know the drill. All right, have a good weekend. All right, I'm going to give you a name, all right, here that there's only a few of you are going to recognize. But I don't care because it is a name that I would recognize in a heartbeat. It is a name back in the day before the regional sportscape is what it is, and primarily that means the Jaguars are an NFL team now. The Bucks have an NFL team. The Gators have gotten good in football, but there was and buddy, this is an event that even when this if you go back 20 years when this radio station started, or 18 or whatever it was, I can remember in the infancy of here, we are still doing a lot in collaboration and giving away tickets to a certain event that was down near Gainesville. And if you're listening along right now, if you've figured it out yet, I'm talking about an event that was really highlights on the local news when the event was going on. So I'm going to ask ET a couple of questions. First is a person from that sport, and then I'll ask you about an event in that sport.
All right.
But do you know who John Force is?
John Force.
Have you heard that name before, John Force?
No.
Okay.
No, it don't ring a bell.
What about, do you know what Gator Nationals are?
I've heard of Gator Nationals.
All right. Time Force is like the best hot rodder ever.
Okay.
He retired yesterday. 16-time funny car champion, the face of NHRA drag racing for 4 decades, formerly retired last night at the age of 76. And the Gator Nationals are usually come up in the spring. And I can remember cutting my teeth as like a student journalist at Florida, working for the radio stations, going out and covering Gator Nationals. I can remember driving down, working for the local TV stations and covering Gator Nationals back in the early 90s, really before the Jags came along and before you could see everything on television. Like if you're a NHRA fan now, I'm sure you can find your event on TV every week. It used to not be that way. Just like no matter what college football team you're a fan of, you know how lucky you are that you can watch them this and every Saturday. Really, from the smallest to the biggest, if you got the right service. All right, I'll come back with the one key stat to watch for, at least based on this midseason history. We'll do that when we return. It's a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Find Florida Gators basketball on 1010XL.
It's a college basketball bonanza on the First Coast. Hurricanes and Gators at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Hear it live Sunday night at 8:30 on 1010XL.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Pre-Game Friday.
Built by Dream Finders Homes.
On 1010XL.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Hey, it's Joe C. The chill is in the air and your backyard can still be the heart of the season. Gather your family around a beautiful outdoor fireplace from Isocurrent or Napoleon, expertly installed by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. From elegant stone fireplaces to wood burning or gas fire pits, CSS creates cozy spaces where memories are made and where every night can feel like a celebration. You dream it, they can build it. Visit their showroom or online at cssfireplaces.com.
CSS. Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back here on the drill. Let's have a little fun, E.T. Wanna?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. Have a little fun. Let's we'll call it the perception game. As the Jaguars sit here at 5-4, Trevor Lawrence is just like the definition of average so far this season. He's 16th in the NFL in passing yards. His passer rating is low. Based on some of these things, the completion percentage low. The volume, the outright production, again, is about middle of the league. He sits between Bo Nix and Tua when it comes to passing yards. But enough about that. We've watched each and every game. I'm going to be interested to see, if at all, how the perception changes looking back 7 weeks on the totality versus the intensity of the evaluation, like the Monday morning after. You know what I mean? Like the Monday morning after, you tend to remember, some certain down and out that was just long, right? When you look back further, it doesn't stand out quite as much. So just for to play the game of perception, I'm going to ask for you, E.T., to tell me, just not looking at anything at all about the game, right? I don't want you to look at the stats. I don't want you to look at you'll know the outcome.
All right.
What was Trevor Lawrence's best game this year to you?
This year?
Mm-hmm.
Man. San Fran? No. I'd probably have to say Kansas City.
It is Kansas City.
Yeah.
That wasn't his highest rated game. He's had 3 games where he had a passer rating in the mid-90s. His passer rating that day was 95.6. His passer rating is always going to be hurt by those interceptions. But you can be cruising along with 110 passer rating, throw that one pick, boop, you're down to 64. I've kind of tracked his game sometimes going that way. But, yeah, I would say it is too. That night he went 18 to 25, 221 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and he also ran for 2 and made plays at the end of the game. And so, yeah, I would say that is that's correct. What would you say his second best game was this year?
I'm going to have to say San Fran.
Okay. From a rating standpoint, that's the third highest rated game, 92.7. He was 21 of 31, not a lot of yards, but mistake-free, 1 touchdown, no picks. Had a 92 rating that day. The Jaguars, also very importantly, won both games. What's his worst game this year?
Oh, worst game, man. I
will say this about Trevor's, at least as far as the basement. His basement is high. That doesn't win you anything. That's not worth anything. But like, he doesn't have one game tucked in there where his passer rating was 39 or just some crazy outrageous thing. Like, but his basement is way close to what his total passer rating is this year. But I'm not even going to go by passer rating, just by your what you remember. What was his worst game?
Seattle?
You would say Seattle?
Yeah.
Trevor against Seattle. Now, you say that primarily it was a loss. 27 of 42, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Passer rating 97.1.
No, it was a pretty good game.
To me, if I thought of it, you know what? Ironically, is probably his worst game to me was it may have been the Raiders game, and that's hard to be unfair there because they won the game.
Yeah.
But that interception was terrible in the end zone, but they won. I guess what I'm going to get down to is I think his 3 worst games, personally, and again, it's on a sliding scale. It's not in relation to that performance's impact on the win or the loss. But naturally, the losses stand out more than the wins. It feels like his worst 3 games to me, E.T., were against Seattle. It felt like that was one of the worser ones. The numbers don't represent that. The Rams.
The Rams was bad.
They just killed us from the get-go. And to a degree, the Titans last week, only from the standpoint you don't get a first down. That passer rating was low. You did have that one pick. It was a great play.
Yeah.
I mean the Texans. Yeah. I'm sorry, not the Titans. Okay. Now I'll drop this on you. Overall, Trevor hasn't been harassed more than most quarterbacks. He's been sacked 26 times this year. So in 9 games, that's about 3 games. He's been sacked 26 times. In those 3 games, those 3 losses, sacked 7 times against the Seahawks, sacked 7 times against the Rams, sacked 5 times against the Houston Texans. So that's 19 of his 26 sacks came in those 3 glaring losses. The offense is off the hook for Cincinnati. De'Ami Brown dropped the ball. The defense let him go 90. We got a fluky pass interference. That's on a fourth quarter collapse by the defense. More on that. They've done it over and over this year. It's just the offense has bailed them out in some of those situations. So, point being, it would seem to me that if the Jaguars are going to win this week, Trevor Lawrence can't be sacked 5, 6, 7, 8 times, even if he statistically, our passer rating, overcomes it to a degree statistically. He didn't against the Rams. That was his worst game, 23 of 48, 47%. He avoided the pick, but he did have one dropped. The offense never got going. They're behind the chains the whole game. But just the relentless attack, back-to-back 7-sack games. You come back, you give them a pretty clean pocket, you get a win against Vegas, you scored 6 straight times, and then you go to Houston, who, by the way, I'm going to give you another tie-in here. The plot's about to thicken. 5 sacks given up in the loss to Houston last week, okay? So I said to myself, Chargers are coming to town this week. I know Khalil Mack, by the way, saw now a full participant on that injury report. The Jags list is long. We'll get to that when we come back. The Seahawks are tied for second in the NFL in sacks. They have 32. The Rams are tied for 8th in the NFL in sacks. They have 27. The Texans are T12 in sacks. They've got maybe 13. It's not numbered next to the left. I'm counting down. They've got 22 sacks this year. First, there's the part that these good teams at getting sacks, 2 of them top 8, another just outside the top 10, had their best days getting to the quarterback against us. 7 of Seattle's 32 sacks. 7 of the Rams' 27. A quarter of their sacks came in the one game against the Jags. And the Texans, 5 of their 22 sacks came in, almost a quarter of their sacks came against the Jaguars. The Chargers, 29 sacks, tied for 5th in the league. More than the Rams, more than the Texans. So, yeah, Grant Udinsky, I heard you say yesterday you think your offensive line is, going to continue to improve. Good Lord, we're mid-season. I know you got to say what you got to say. Meanwhile, what about that Chargers pass rush, my man?
When you play these great fronts like these guys, it was a similar issue last week in Houston. There's only so many guys you can help. If you double team everybody, you got nobody running a route. So you're certainly trading off every time you try to find a solution. Every time you say, I'm going to fix this issue, you're causing a problem somewhere else. So it's a delicate balance of choosing those issues wisely and then trying to mix and match, helping a little bit here, a little bit there throughout the game so they can't get a beat on, we're always helping this way, or we're always protecting this way, we're always protecting a certain way, or we're always trying to set up formations and protections in a certain way. So you got to mix and match to keep them on their toes, but also mix and match to balance out the help as it's spread around. So that way guys have plays where they know, I've got help on this down. Unfortunately, there's going to be the flip side of that for those guys, where there's going to be a couple plays you say, all right, you're one-on-one, we need you here to come through in this moment. And that's the nature of the beast. And that's when those guys are really called to step up for the team and for the other 10 guys on the field.
Can I give you a very short translation to what was a very long answer there?
Yeah.
This is what I heard. Yeah, we need better players. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators on the road at number 6 Ole Miss adds a 15.5-point underdog, 54.5 the total. It's the 6th top 10 opponent that the Gators have met this season. Ole Miss 34-3 in their last 37 home games. Florida State, a 14-point home favorite with Virginia Tech, 54.5 the total. South Florida, 10-point favorites at Navy, 64.5 the total at Navy Marine Corps Stadium in Annapolis. Jacksonville Jaguars, a 3-point dog at home to the LA Chargers at Everbank Stadium on Sunday. The total 43.5. Jacksonville coming off a loss to Houston. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keys2progress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Business owners, listen up. If your plumbing or AC company keeps giving you the runaround, it's time to cut them loose. Call my friends at Duck Duck Rooter. They already partner with some of the biggest commercial operations in Northeast Florida, like the Jaguars and station operations. Their office team makes invoicing a breeze, and their field techs, top-notch pros. Make the switch today. Duck Duck Rooter, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Call 904-862-6769. 904-862-6769. Tell them Frank sent you.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Celebrate every score for Duval's favorite home team this season at One Night Taco Stand. Enjoy $3.99 margaritas, and when the home team scores, free tequila shots. Dine in only during the game. Don't miss Taco Tuesday, daily lunch specials, and Top Shelf Friday, Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows. One Night Taco Stand, where tacos, tequila, and touchdowns come together.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? It's the Black Friday sales event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. This offer expires November 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
That's something that we got to be better there. Obviously, stating the obvious. We got to be in better situations, and we got to be able to finish those games in the fourth quarter, because we're right there. And obviously, losing that one the other day, nobody's happy about that. Right, so we got to be better in the fourth quarter for sure.
I mean, it's an answer they've been searching for since the beginning of the year, right? They gave up a fourth quarter lead against the Bengals they couldn't come back from. They gave up a fourth quarter tie against the Texans. They won. They gave a fourth quarter lead against the Chiefs. They won. Massive fourth. They gave a fourth quarter lead at the Raiders. They won. Massive fourth quarter lead blown at Houston, but probably a lead that we'll never see blown again in Jags history. It's hard to get up 19 points in an NFL game. It's even harder to blow a 19-point lead in less than a quarter. I mean, the injury list is long, man. So pick a player, and seems like he was limited yesterday. We can focus more on who's coming back. They'll get Brenton Strange by all appearances. But on the did not participate yesterday, Anton Harrison, I think that's out of caution. We got a did not participate out of Jordan Lewis. Doesn't look like he's near ready to play. And then just a ton of limiteds, 10 to 12 limiteds on those variety of players. Parker Washington, it did go from a non-practice to at least a limited practice. We also had Hunter Long go from a non-practice to a limited. But it's that time of year, man, right? People are banged up. It's just how it's going to be. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Imagine if BTJ had as many dropped passes as our sack leader, and our sack leader had as many sacks as BTJ had dropped passes. I feel you. Fire at the band. We got a football fix. Just some news and notes from around the NFL. We'll start on TNF. That's Thursday Night Football. Jets got an early mirage score on a Justin Fields scramble. But the Patriots imposed their will. Their rookie running back, Travion Harrison, is starting to establish his confidence in the league. But the story is Drake Maye and his rapid development. He just seems so poised, man. And not just the big plays, but the little ones. And the Patriots keep rolling. 9-2. I said the stat earlier, Shazam. I mean, they're the only team in NFL history to 8 straight games score more than 23 and allow less than 23. That's how well they're playing. Included in that streak is the win at Buffalo. And, don't forget the Patriots didn't have a great year last year. So that schedule coming down the home stretch, ain't going to be full of Chiefs and those sorts. Here's what we got for the Patriots after beating the Jets last night. By the way, that is 8 straight wins for New England. They had 2 home losses early, man. They lost to the Raiders in the opening week, and then they lost week 3 at home to Pittsburgh, and they've rattled off 8 straight. Now, look, they haven't faced a ton of great teams. They did win at Tampa. They're getting their confidence up, but that win streak is gone. Carolina, at Buffalo, tremendous win. At New Orleans, at Tennessee, Cleveland, Atlanta at home by a point. Kicker missed an extra point for the Falcons. Did win at Tampa Bay and now over the Jets. But look, they're at Cincinnati this week. Then they got the Giants at home. So it could be staring 11-2. Back-to-back really tough games at home against the Bills and at Baltimore, which could really determine where their playoff seeding. Could they be in line for home field? Who knows? Oh, by the way, let me put an addendum on that little sack segment we did last, or that sack conversation we had last segment, E. Talked about these teams and where they rank in sacks.
Right.
Seattle is now this is on down the road, but there's another opponent on the Jags schedule coming up at Denver. They're number 1 in sacks by a mile. They got 46 sacks already. So shoring that part of the system up is probably going to be imperative. Seeing good, solid offensive football, at least play a large part of it. Brock Purdy says he feels good. He likely will return as a starter for the 49ers against the Cardinals. The NFL now is detailing their efforts to restrict prop betting. How about this? Take prop bets out of it. How much you got to have, man?
Easy, right.
How much is enough? Justin Jefferson, unhappy with the pace he's off to, says he's ready to return to savage mode. Okay. We talked about Garrett Wilson yesterday. He's going to miss a little time. They made it official to the Jets did. He goes on IR. Much of this seems more fantasy football related than NFL storyline related. The Jets are a disaster. Lamar banged up now with a knee. Did practice and expects to start against the Browns. And Houston, once again, they're going to be without C.J. Stroud. The Jags couldn't take advantage. This week, the Texans play in Nashville against the Titans. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the Home Course, Joint the Creek Golf Club, and Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Hick and Arrival more come your way next. All your Friday faves on deck as well. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5. That's it.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Setting the field on fire with electrifying plays.
What a play! What a play!
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
Did you have to go Sports Center on me, though?
Listen for the performance-painting, high-performance play of the game on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL's Hayes Carline represents you in the locker room.
So you gotta up your game.
Interview persons of interest so you'll have the information you need to get ready for game day.
Time to put on your game face.
Open by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and this time of the year, Honda has such a great lineup, especially when you want to get out on the road and just cruise.
Temperatures letting up a little bit, like Oktoberfest is coming. Legendary Honda Goldwing, legendary Honda Rebel that's now an automatic. Lots to choose from and lots of easy riding.
And the price range and the size of the bike, you have a wide variety.
We do, from entry points to the finest of the fine.
All right, check them out. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency or their Facebook page.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Cool air and clean air. Getting out from under that Florida sun and cooling off inside is where Florida Home AC shines. Think about it. You spend a lot of time indoors and air quality is crucial to your health and comfort. Pollutants like dust, pollen, germs, and allergens can build up, affecting your well-being. Florida Home is dedicated to enhancing your indoor experience with superior air quality solutions like whole home air purification systems. Find out by logging on to FloridaHomeAC.com or call 877-4300.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season is finally here, and with that, hopefully comes cooler weather. And if you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space and just haven't pulled the trigger, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures right now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business. Give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Make your Thanksgiving table unforgettable. At Jacksonville Flower Market, their custom centerpieces burst with fall color and charm. Stop by Beach and Southside to design your holiday arrangement. Jacksonville Flower Market, where every table blooms with thanks.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports updates, sponsored by Zero Res. Jag GM James Gladstone commented on what's required to handle the injury bug.
Some waters that are being navigated, and you require, next man up mentality.
New names on the Jag injury list include punter Logan Cook and linebacker Ventrell Miller, both limited. Parker Washington and Hunter Long returned in a limited role. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7:03, and it's 49 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the
You know it! Sweet Friday! Little emotion, please.
Hey!
Ho! Hey! Ho!
Oh, heavy H.
Take it, Friday.
Emphasis on that H, Dan.
think about fun. You know what it is.
Oh, it's so sweet.
My friend is by my right.
Come on, Friday. Give me some passion.
Now you know it. Kicking in the
Front seat. Back seat. E.
Yeah.
E.
Yeah.
One more time.
Run it back.
Oh, yes. Good to be here on a Football Friday. Nothing quite like it. Although, fall ensemble working. Although, Football Fridays kind of kicked us in the giblets. Not been a good month.
No, it has not been a good month at all. And high school football starts tonight. Playoffs.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. Yeah, so that'll be
That's
good.
cool. I like when that intensity.
Yeah, you got
has to ratchet up.
a lot. And listen, playoffs are great. There's 38 area teams in the playoffs, so wish them all well.
Yep.
But a lot of them play each other, so I guess I can't wish them all well.
Well,
'cause
that's fair.
One's going to eliminate the other.
You're
But anyway, so
you're like
that's
a proud parent right now.
That's a positive thing. I've got a Friday Degenerate special coming up in the Friday 5-pack to drop me further into the depths of hell. So that'll be fun. Just
That
to
was
make
getting
sure.
away from you, friend.
It's almost comical. I might just let.
I think it's like 3 and 13. I think I'm -3 or -13.
I might just let
You're in hawk here.
JoJo the monkey pick today.
Yeah, JoJo
just
the monkey.
fling
Yeah.
the poo at
Yeah,
it and
monkey.
let me know what you get, JoJo.
Never know.
Yeah. Smell your finger. I don't know. I just don't
Fall
know.
right out of the tree.
Yeah. But there's that. And then, of course, tomorrow we get to get just whacked over the head by Lane Kiffin. Although the Ole Miss message boards were heating up yesterday. They're changing their tune a little bit.
I've done a little.
Oh, they're angry.
I've done some deep.
They feel like
detail
it's
work on that.
They feel like it's trouble.
The thought has swung to overly confident that he's staying to. Don't want to admit, but fairly certain that he's leaving.
Yeah.
There are reports out of Mississippi that Ole Miss has already started the process of trying to find his replacement
For the playoff.
If you wait, I don't know if it'd be for the
Yeah.
playoff, but just to have a succession plan in place.
Yeah.
The best thing would be for Kiffin to just come clean, tell him what he's going to do, coach him through the playoff, have a heck
Well,
of
I
a
think
year.
I think it's fair to get him through the regular season, though.
Well, even through the playoff, I think.
Oh, no. I mean, he should not announce
No,
until,
but he can tell. Well,
No, he can't. If you tell anybody it gets out, it's over.
I guess no, I'm not talking about his kids and all, but I think the part Ole Miss and Florida can know.
Oh.
Because Ole Miss, the whole idea would be so Ole Miss can, Summerall or one of those dudes. They don't want to get. If you wait until Lane makes the playoff run,
Right.
and Florida waits on him, knowing or thinking they're going to get him,
Right.
and then you lose that whole wave of other guys that
that's
are
fair.
going to get cherry picked.
Yeah, nobody's gotten hired yet, right?
Nope.
Nobody.
I don't believe so.
Not a single solitary
No.
one.
And part of it is almost every coach you're interested in has something meaningful going on with his current team. So I think there's some respect.
Like
Probably a lot of conversing
Jimmy Franklin could have a job right now if you wanted one.
Yeah.
He's clearly waiting on certain jobs.
Right.
So
good for him.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's a big decision, man.
But just the evidence, and again, man, there are no more untruthful words in the sports landscape than what's coming out of a coach's mouth about interest or a departure.
Also
okay?
true. We've watched it a million times.
Bro, I sat right in the press conference at the Sugar Bowl where Butch Davis sat up at the dais as the Miami head coach. I was, from me to you to him, when he told the whole room, I am not interested in I am not going to the Cleveland Browns. I will not be the Cleveland Browns head coach. And, buddy, the game had barely gone final, and Butch is off to Cleveland. So, whatever. And by the way, that's not Lane's M.O.
No.
It's not to tell you he's not. He's just not saying he's not denying it.
Right.
He's playing along with it.
Yeah, it's a tough spot for everybody.
The Florida recruiting class going to the game is an odd one.
Yeah.
That's an odd one. Like that feels that's just odd.
Well, we'll see. Listen, and we have maintained certain things all along, I won't celebrate until it's announced.
There are thoughts. We'll just leave it like this. There are thoughts among that Gator booster circle way higher than us that Lane Kiffin's going to be the guy.
Yeah,
they're without saying the deal is done.
Yeah,
nod, wink, wink. So that's where things stand at like the top of the Gator influence. As we sit here,
But it was interesting yesterday, just on the Ole Miss message boards.
Yeah,
and
that's probably coming out of that report that they're going so far as to start their own search, or to at least begin that mindset.
And so that's the first time there's been a little bit of and I'll read one here as soon as I can get my computer up. That made me chuckle a little bit. But the point being, it don't matter because tomorrow, belt to A for Ole Miss, VUF.
Yeah.
And then I will give Caleb Banks credit. He's trying to work his way back. I thought he was done so. And then, he's was officially listed as doubtful.
He might want to just get a game or two on tape, maybe, to show he's back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's a kid, and he may still be a first-rounder, but he was just, if he had this, a healthy, productive year, would have been a first-rounder.
Correct.
Of course, the Gators had 4 or 5 they were mentioning that are nowhere to be seen now in that kind of projection.
Nowhere to be seen.
Rightfully, by the way, I would say. Rightfully. Could you imagine 10 weeks into the NFL season, the 4 best records and therefore 4 best teams in the AFC would belong to the New England Patriots, Indianapolis Colts, Denver Broncos, and Los Angeles Chargers? That's crazy. Think about that. Not, and look, even if you mentioned 2 and then 2 of the traditional heavyweights, you would maybe raise an eyebrow. But this is, we're not 4 weeks in. Yeah. This isn't a team like the Jags where we're off to a hot 3-1 or 4-1 start. Mm-hmm. We've done a lot of heavy lifting on this season, and the 3 teams that have separated are the Patriots, Broncos, and Colts.
Yeah.
Now the Colts at least makes a little more sense. They had an easier path.
Yeah.
Than the divisions that these other two.
But I will say that the Colts and the Broncos are the two that, like, if the Chiefs played the Broncos this week, I'd pick the Chiefs. If anybody,
that's a big game.
If the Chiefs played the Colts this weekend, which they do I'd pick the Chiefs.
It's funny sitting on this side of the country how different your perception is because they're gripping in Denver. Mm-hmm. They're gripping about Nix. They're gripping about the offense.
No, let me tell you about Denver. And that's why I get a kick out of all y'all out there who, all you Trevor Forevers. And listen, we all want Trevor Lawrence to do well. I'm not going to keep saying this over and over again. But when somebody deserves criticism, you just criticize. But all y'all out there, you guys don't know ball. You're pushing them out. You're blah, blah, blah. Shut up, you idiots. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what we think, but y'all. God, it drives me nuts, man. Drive it nuts. Every fan base is the same way. It's a good sign for a fan base to be fanatical.
It's going to drive him to early retirement.
Holy cow, it is.
Trevor Lawrence thing is just going to drive him
I like
nuts.
to announce I'm officially out. Good, they'll cheer. The Trevor Forevers, good. Trevor went 10 of 12 yesterday in the second half when they facing odd man front.
I played this game with ET. I'd be curious how you would do.
Hold on. What was my point?
I don't know.
I was making a point.
The Broncos about getting on.
Get rid of Bo Nix.
Yeah, but that's the free.
No, they're saying Peyton won't play with this now. That Peyton sees things and watch out. And so, listen, Bo Nix got to play better, man. Bo Nix got him 8-2.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's a fair argument.
So, yeah. So, point being, it's like that everywhere, boys. Just relax. Tell the quarterback to play better, and everybody will praise him. Gosh, nobody would be happier than me to sit there and say, man, Trevor, 27 to 32, 347. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Just without looking at
Yes.
stats.
Yes.
Just based on now recalling in some cases from weeks past.
Yes.
Just real quick, and there's ultimately a target here at the end of it that's not going to necessarily be exactly what you're answering. Okay, so now that I've confused you, what was Trevor Lawrence's best game this year?
Trevor Lawrence's best game?
Yeah, what was his best game this year?
Let's see. Let me look at the games. His best game was. God, that's a good question, man.
What I've determined in this exercise...
Kansas City, because
I would agree.
Yeah.
And by the way, by the stats, he had a 95.6 rating that night. 18 to 25, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and ran for 2. So, yeah, he had a really good completion percentage, 72%.
Yeah.
A win, a fourth quarter comeback.
How many yards did he throw for that night?
221.
What's the most yards he's thrown for this year? Something like
296.
296?
Yeah. He also had another one.
Was that in a losing game? 296?
His 3 highest passing number games were the 3 of the 4 losses.
Damn it.
All right, what was his second best game? What I learned with this, though, by the way, he has this is one thing you can say, but this is better for a team just trying to find itself than for one trying to get over the corner. He does have a very high basement, Dan. Like his passer rating overall is 79.2, which is too low.
Yeah.
But his lowest individual game is a 73.2. Like there are plenty of guys that have 100 passer rating who had a clunker this year. Like Daniel Jones had a game where his passer rating was 39.
You said you want his second worst game or
best
second
best game?
Oh,
we said Kansas City was his best game. What was his?
Do we agree on that? Were we right?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. It wasn't his best statistic.
I remember he counted for 3 touchdowns against Kansas City. How about San Francisco?
San Francisco,
good win on the road.
Yeah. 21 to 31, 1 touchdown, no picks, not a lot of yards, 174, but it was his third highest passer rating game, 92.7.
All right.
Okay.
I had a couple.
That's good.
It's kind of looking at the dubs, but more like the Rams was bad. The Texans was very meh this week, 13-20. That one I remember in my head because I just played it 13-23, 158.
Rams.
Touchdown pick.
Texans, okay. What about a third? Let's pick one more of
bad
his worst
ones?
game. Yeah, like Cincinnati is not at all on him. He did have a couple of picks, but we dropped a touchdown. We let him go 90 yards. There's a dubious interference. It was, and by passer rating, that was not his best. It wasn't his worst. But
I don't remember being great. I mean, we won the game and he made the plays at the end, but he wasn't great against Vegas.
No, but they scored 6 straight times, so I had a hard time putting it in the bottom 3.
And then I guess it would have to be Seattle.
Yeah.
12 points.
12 points.
Yeah.
Seattle. So
I guess it'd have to be Seattle.
Okay. There's some ironies here. First of all, I'm not sure I would disagree with you, but I will say this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll point this in the direction of this weekend's game against the Chargers. His 3 worst games, the Rams, Seattle, and Houston. He was sacked 7 times against Seattle. He was sacked 7 times against the Rams. He was sacked 5 times against Houston. 19 of his 26 overall sacks this year came in those 3 losses that we have designated as his 3 worst games. Seattle, you ready for your...
Which, by the way, falls into very much the conversation of everybody's got to be good around him.
That's correct.
For them to be good, for
sure.
him to have...
For sure. But here is the irony. That this would say that's not true.
Okay.
You know what Trevor Lawrence's best statistical game was this year?
I don't.
He went, or if you tell me if it is, he went 27 of 42 for 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, passer rating 97.1.
It's not bad.
It's
a lot of passes for. He doesn't get. We don't get much yards, but that's good percentage for him, and he hasn't been good percentage wise. So yes. I think that's probably and 2 and none with 42 passes attempted is good.
Okay,
so I'll guess
this flies in the face of everything's got to be.
Is that
perfect.
the Rams?
That's the Seattle game.
Seattle game, okay.
The Seattle Seahawks, which we beat him to death the Monday morning after the game.
Yeah, well, 12 points
and whatever exactly. But what happens, I think, and this is what happens when you get in Trevor's realm and Bo Nix's realm and a lot of other realms. And it's a fair place to be. You're the highest paid player. You're the quarterback. You're the leader, and it bubble like. We view him a lot more intensely and aggressively the Monday after the game than when you look back 8 weeks later, it probably really actually was.
Here's not an argument to your point. I think it's a fair point.
Well, Chargers, the reason I bring this up, Chargers hit they have more sacks.
We went over
than the Rams.
that yesterday. Yeah,
they have more sacks than the Seahawks.
2 days ago. Yeah,
they're like 6th in the league in sacks. So
yeah. All right, one more thing about it, and we'll come back and continue on. Here's the one thing, though. The kid I watched last night in his second year has been sacked a lot more times than Trevor Lawrence.
And he's better.
The kid who's coming here Sunday has been sacked more times than Trevor Lawrence. So sometimes that's part of the game, man. You got to rise above it, Trevor.
My point is.
Rise above it, my man.
7 sacks.
Come on!
7 sacks, 97 passer rating, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He does that.
Yeah.
He does that.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it the Monday after that game. It felt like 12 points. But to be sacked 7 times and have your best game.
But they scored 27 last time.
Shows it's at least possible. Though.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair.
But primarily, don't give up 5, 7, or 7 this Sunday, or we're going to be screaming about Trevor and everyone else on Monday morning.
Most likely.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance that's going to happen because our offensive line is not very good, and their defensive line obviously gets to the quarterback.
Bingo.
And we haven't shown even we've done well against defensive lines that aren't great.
I detect no lies.
Now, that's why I get a little, when I hear JHA tell me, we're going to do what we do.
No, we need to do more than that.
Well, we can't do what we do. We ain't going to win, man.
I'm hearing coordinators, too, talk about what's going on with the team and what they need to do, this, that, and the other. And at the end of the day, what they're really saying is, we need better players. We need better offensive linemen. We need dogs on defense,
Yes.
We're not having those things. They're not.
You're
showing
hearing
up.
that.
All right, let's take a quick timeout. We will come back with the 10-minute drill.
Oh, I like that.
We have the MVP award announced in Major League Baseball.
17-13.
We had another terrific top 10 matchup in college hoops last night. I stumbled upon that. And,
did you?
Enjoyed watching the second half.
Well,
that is it. Boy, you talk about the quintessential. The game was closer than the final.
Uh-huh.
Bama hit a 3 to tie the game with like 30 seconds to go and ended up a 7-point game.
Oh, man.
But so it was a back and forth, really good. Bama's good again. That Nate Oates' good coach. Anyway, back with the 10-minute drill and more. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
A message board plea. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap from you guys, but I'm almost in tears right now over the prospect of Lane leaving Oxford. I wish Gator fans and decision makers would take a step back and realize how hiring him away would tear our rebel family's heart right out of our chest. Not to mention those of us with pets named after Coach Lane Kiffin and our favorite pup, Juice. We've all been in this together as Coach grew and has truly made our community him as well. I know you want to win, but some things are much bigger than football. Is causing such misery on the field of life really worth it in exchange for wins on the football field? I'm going to answer that question on the message board. Hell yes. Sorry, buddy. We get Lane Kiffin. I'm sorry. That's what we're in it for, bro. That's the way the game's played. Go find another one, man. No. I appreciate your passion. We have the same passion, if not more, around these parts.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, he's our Big Mac.
Woo! It's Smash Mouth football, baby!
Tom McManus brings his big opinions to Jaguars Today.
Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010 XL.
Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, get it for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. Mine never does. I call action, and they take action. And that's why I take action. Jeff Fernandez crew, Jacksonville folks, they're not some big out-of-town chain. Don't got a bunch of different layers to go through. You call Jeff as people are on it, man. I've been in my house for a long time, bro. I got a garage door from Action Garage Door a couple years ago. People still comment on it. Brings great curb appeal, man. And today's garage door openers, unbelievable how good they are. So you're sold, you know. Here's what you do. I need something done to my garage door. You know, you get a hold of Jeff. How do I get a hold of Action Garage Door? GarageDoor911.com. GarageDoor911.com. For Action Garage Door, very easy. It's GarageDoor911.com for Action Garage Door.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the farm in Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkston. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
You want to know more about your favorite football team.
That's right.
And John Osher delivers because O knows. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views on 1010XL.
Introducing the Jags Stack at Firehouse Subs. A sub so bold, we had to name it after the team that roars. Packed with protein and made to satisfy a football-sized appetite. It's stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, and roast beef. Topped with provolone fresh veggies and our new Duval drizzle. Order the new Jags Stack in the app right now. Available for limited time at participating Jacksonville Firehouse Subs restaurants. The hottest subs in
Hey Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Looking for a brand new truck? Right now, Crew Cab Ram trucks start at just $38,900 at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side. And every new retail purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost. From tough Ram trucks to adventure, ready Jeeps, they've got the perfect ride waiting for you. Stop by Commonwealth Avenue or shop online at jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side, proud partner of the Jaguars.
It's happening. The event people wait for all year. Beard's Diamonds Anniversary Sale. Hicken here as the town center's only locally owned jeweler. Say hi to the Lupos when you go there. Beard celebrates 44 years at Jacksonville with huge store-wide saving. That's right, you save up to 44% on rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. Buy now and get as much as 44% off Beard's already amazing prices. Check out Beard's new collection of amazing diamond necklaces with both natural or lab-grown diamonds. Or see their selection of the hottest yellow gold fashion jewelry starting under $300. And if you're getting engaged, you can get the ring of her dreams and save like never before at Beard's. Beard's Diamonds, because they're local, can run circles around those corporate chain stores. Better selection, better prices, better service, better quality. Don't settle for chain store jewelry. Get her the best at Beards. Don't miss Beards' Diamond Anniversary Sale. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out some razzle-dazzle. Lee, you got dazzling them today?
I'm always dazzling them boys, and today I'm dazzling with Floyd Nation's Wish You Were Here, live at the Florida Theater.
Yeah.
It's going down November 21st. Tickets are on sale right now at floridatheater.com, but one lucky winner can win a pair of tickets at the end of this year's segment that we call a 10-minute drill.
Let me get the Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day out for you cats, because I got a lot of shots taken at the Dream Finders Homes poll question. The crack staff was none too happy with what I've crafted today.
Oh, boy.
Boys down at Dream Finders probably be calling me after the show because there's a lot of yelling and stomping of the feet by the fans.
Gnashing of teeth.
The Googans were not happy with this one.
Okay.
So,
What do we got?
It's brought to you by Dream Finders Homes, official home builder of the Jaguars. The Gators, the PGA Tour, soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Unbelievable interest rates, 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Just like Taylor Swift's exes. Sorry, Travis.
Sorry.
It's a fact. It's been verified. It's Grok. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you.
That's AI, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll be glad you did. Which one of these will happen on Sunday? Which one of these things will happen on Sunday? 3+ sacks by the Jags D. 3+ sacks by the Jags D.
Now, listen, as crazy as that sounds, we got to work with some unlikelihoods here. So, next.
Yes, correct. Trevor, 250+ passing.
Okay.
250+. ETN, 125 total yards. 125 total yards. Or hold LA under 20 points. Hold LA under 20 points.
Which is tough.
I got a lot of none of the aboves. Are you kidding me?
That, by the way, and there's also this, because they've done it. None of those things can happen, and the Jags can win by 10.
Sure.
I would say, you want to know I would say the 3 sacks, bro.
Oh, my gosh.
I would.
We have 12.
I would say the 3
12
sacks.
and 9 games.
I know. You light a fire under a dog's rear end every now and then he gets off the porch.
Yeah, maybe that's the day. Maybe this is the day.
I'm
their
not-
O-line is terrible.
Those other
We've
ones,
chronicled it.
Those other ones, their O-line is terrible, and those other stats are high. Those are high stats to reach.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know how many games ETN's had with 125.
Total yards.
Yeah, even in a good year though, not many.
Yeah.
Trevor's hitting 250. What do we say? Twice.
And
they come at you.
Yeah.
And what was the third one?
Hold LA under 20.
We don't hold anyone under 20. So
Might be right.
I think I'd go with crazy enough. I think I'd go with 3 sacks. You could fall into.
What say you?
You know what, though? The same way you say we could fall in 3 sacks, the way ETN's been running, he could break one for 80.
That's fair.
And then, hit them your 5s, your 7s, your 10s, your 12s.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with ETN.
Okay, well, 50.4% think ETN is the answer.
Yeah. That's
29.8 think Trevor's the answer. 3+ sacks by the Jags D. Now, listen, right now the Googan Nation is angry at the Jags defense.
They should be.
11%. 8.9 hold LA under 20 points. So those were the votes.
they should,
500 votes are in. So
they should be angry at the defense. They've blown. We played 9 games. They've blown fourth quarter leads 5 or 6 of them. Now we pulled them back out. On 3 of those. But man, I love it when a coach gives a good, measured, deserved condemnation / kicking the B to A to his team. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when when he's not necessarily condescending or smug about it. You can just it's exactly what he would stand in his locker room, look his guys in the eyes, and tell them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Nate Oates did that last night after his Alabama basketball team battled number 2 Purdue down to the wire. It was tied inside a minute to go. Ultimately, Purdue pulled away 87-80. But the reason that happened was that Alabama was out-rebounded 52-28.
Oof.
And so Nate Oates, I don't have it exactly in front of me what he said, but it was just like, I mean, I'm going to have a hard conversation with a bunch of guys here. Do they want to be tough or do they just want to lose?
Yeah.
Something to the effect of that's just the toughness stat.
Yeah.
You get out rebounded by 24 at home. You need to make some decisions on just exactly what it is you want to be, who you are.
That's fair.
And he said, he said it very, like nobody could get all in their feelings if they see it on Twitter or it was measured, it was calm, it wasn't overly insulting. It was just bottom line, man. If you want to play, you got to be tougher than this, or we got no prayer, we got no toughness, and Purdue's good, man. That little Braden Smith, that little guard is a good player, and they got a couple of big men. They had a dude last night, must have had 20 rebounds. It was a 2-name guy, Kaufman Wren, 15 boards. I stumbled onto this. I was watching Monday Night Football.
Oh, Purdue?
Yeah, I stumbled.
Yeah, I had no idea they were playing.
Yeah, I stumbled on Purdue, Alabama. We talked about this is what we talk about every year in November. You have these great games sprinkled in that you just get right by you.
I watched one play last night.
Hawks stay hot, by the way.
Of the Jets Patriots. I watched the game, but there was one play that stood out to me. Get your guys' opinion, and this is with Justin Fields. And here he is on his third team. Is this his third team?
Yes. He's the only guy in NFL
Starter.
history to be an opening day starter 3 years in a row for 3 different teams.
Yeah, and next year will be 4.
I will be starting.
Fair. He gets the ball, and it's just a run to your left. It's like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2.
Okay.
He sprints to his left, and he's pretty fast. He's a big kid. He's strong. Mm-hmm. But 2 Patriots are on him. Obviously,
those Patriots uniforms, by the way, last night were hot.
You liked them?
I liked them.
I got good and bad on it. Somebody said it looked like they mixed them up in the wash.
They kind of did. I like that.
But anyway, so he sprints to his left. 2 Patriots are on him, so he turns and he starts going forward. He actually eludes the 2 chasing him, but another guy comes and, bamboozled him right at the, whap. Down.
He tricked him. Not only did he smash him, he tricked him. He bamboozled him.
I'm like, you can't sustain wins in the NFL. It's not sustainable. Not with this guy running like this, and because he's not Lamar. Like Lamar would either outrun him or wiggle, and you don't get good hits on Lamar. Yeah. This guy got his head knocked off.
Slobber knocked.
Dude. What are we doing, man? And he can't throw worth a damn. Another time, he had a little 7-yard out, and he threw it like 3 yards to the right of the receiver. It was terrible. I'm like, what do these guys What do these guys see in this kid every year to keep giving him opportunity? I don't get it.
He was almost here.
I heard him say, I heard him talking about this. I guess he just can spin it, man. He comes and works out for you in your facility and zip, zip, zip.
Is that what it is?
He's an accurate passer. He just doesn't throw. It's weird. It's weird, dude.
Yeah. He's 15 of 26 for 116 yards
dude,
last
he's
night.
had like 3 games under 60 passing yards.
Yeah.
No quarterback in the NFL since like 2000. Not one this year. Right, one starter this year has had that. He's had 3 games under 60. Not one other starter in any NFL game this year had a game with less than 60 passing yards. I don't know. It's just amazing. And by the way, he did it before. He had Garrett Wilson. He's good.
Yeah.
And they played together at Ohio State. I think there was some pie-eyed optimism that they could connect. But it just didn't happen, right? All right. The MVPs go to, and for me, no surprise. Listen, during this whole discussion we had and where I, thought that Aaron Judge would win the MVP, don't make a mistake. I would have voted for Raleigh. So I'm with you in that Cal Raleigh should be the MVP.
Yeah.
You look at what he did offensively at that tough defensive position.
First guy to ever hit 60 and not win an MVP.
Also, first a home run record for catchers, a home run record for switch hitters. I
think somebody put it best too, Pross. They said years from now you won't remember. This isn't Aaron Judge's even best year.
Yeah,
but but you'll remember Cal Raleigh's year forever.
I'm not indignant about him winning. I thought he would win. Mm-hmm. But even now with some of the time lapse between the season and now, Raleigh was the MVP. He kept that team afloat back when they were struggling. He didn't allow I don't know the number of pitches that he caught this year. It was in probably over 1,000.
Yeah.
Definitely over 1,000. You play 162. Let me get the exact number. Anywho, not a single pass ball, Dan.
It should matter.
Hitting 60 home runs, not a single passed ball. That's crazy, dude. Let me see what the number is here. He caught 1,072 innings.
Aaron Judge is a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah.
He's a great player. I just didn't think he deserved it. That's not what I meant. He did deserve it. I think Cal Raleigh deserved it a little bit more. And it was very close. It was 17 first place votes, 13 second, and 13 17. That was it. 30 voters. And they basically, 13 guys voted for Cal Raleigh, 17 guys voted for Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
He wins.
And if Aaron Judge played in Seattle and Cal Raleigh played in New York for the Yankees, Cal Raleigh would have been the unanimous MVP.
Yeah,
That's the unfair part of it.
You're right.
I mean, it really is. If Cal Raleigh had the exact same season with the Yankees, he would have been the unanimous MVP.
One more quick thing
Shouldn't matter that much.
One more quick thing about Aaron Judge. And this demonstrates how great this cat was. Aaron Judge versus Mickey Mantle. First 10 seasons. Aaron Judge put up some unbelievable numbers. But Mickey Mantle has a 12-point higher WAR. Mickey Mantle has 300 some odd more hits. He has more RBIs, double the stolen bases. Batting average 294 for Judge, 307 for Mick. On base percentage 422 to 413. And then Judge wins the slugging in the OPS and the OPS plus, but it's like 179 to 172 OPS.
It's also more of a power game now than it was then. Like Mantle when Mantle hit 60, the next guy might have 38.
Right. So
I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying.
Pretty incredible.
What jumped out to me is he joins the list of Yankees who have won 3 MVPs, and the fact that Babe Ruth isn't on there. Was the MVP started later than Ruth's career?
Yes.
Now it makes sense.
Yes. By the way, Shohei joins Gretzky, Kareem, and Bill Russell as the only players in the Big Four history to win 4 MVP awards in their first 8 years.
He's won like 4 and 5. 4 out of the last 5.
Yeah. But now he's won 4. So.
Yeah.
And he was unanimous, wasn't he, or no?
Yes. And by the way, go ahead and put your money just like Shohei's translator on Shohei to win it next year. We'll come back. Speaking of gambling, we'll come back with the Friday 5-pack.
Oh yes.
I feel rejuvenated and optimistic. I've gotten it to back to -3 or -2.
Okay.
So we'll see if we can improve on that this week. And
I got 2 and 3 last week, so I lost another number.
Well, I think it's 13-3. Actually.
-13 to -3.
Yeah, -13 to -3.
I feel good.
Which we're so bad that an 0-5, 5-0 is never out of the question. I mean, you could literally make up 10 games in 1 week in our idiotic game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Think about that. I'm 3. If I go 0-5, I'm 8. You're 13. If you go 5-0, you're 8.
Boom.
It's closer than it sounds.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Win you a pair of tickets to see Florida Nation Wish You Were Here live at the Florida Theater November 21st. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com, but hit me up right now for your chance to win a pair at 904-641-1010. Holla at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Hey, it's way too early to talk about the holiday season. We understand that. We just want to let you know the friends at Beards Diamonds are stocking up like never before. Now, you don't have to rush in, but when you're ready, Beards will be ready. It's Jacksonville's local diamond powerhouse. No middleman pricing on exquisite diamonds. Unlike the other stores in the town center, Beards ain't no Wall Street-owned jeweler. Family-owned by the Lupos. Great folks. Been around here for decades. From here, take care of people who live here, and they run circles around those conglomerate stores that claim to have direct pricing. Beards beats them every day. And don't forget, Beards has case after case of fashion jewelry, rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, colored gemstones, pearls, yellow gold. I go on and on, but you get what I'm saying. Bottom line is this: you don't need to shop anywhere else. Why? Beards is local. Beards got a massive selection. Beards stands behind what they sell. Beards takes care of you local customers. Beards is 100% accountable because they live here. Check them out. You will see. Beards Diamonds rocks.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. When it's smooth as silk, Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Pre-Game Friday, built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey folks, Frank Frangie here for Lee & Kate's Glass. Now with the holidays coming, it's time to update that dated-looking bathroom setup and give yourself the gift of a gorgeous new frameless shower with big sexy glass you spend every morning and night in that bathroom. A new shower enclosure from Lee & Kate's Glass will look fantastic and make your bathroom feel like a luxurious spa. You'll love it. You deserve it. Request a free in-home consultation. Visit leeandkatesglass.com.
You're gonna see a big difference.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
Kiffin here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-pack recap, tuned up by Expert Automotive on 1010XL.
I love that. Take the baseline for a walk. Keep it simple, splashy. 1 week ago, I was minus 12. Now I'm minus 13 after another 2-3 performance. I think Jeff went 3-2, picked up a game.
I did.
He's now minus 3. He's got a 10-game lead.
More importantly, we're just losing money left and right.
Losing money.
We're like
suck.
that. We're like that stock advice your buddy gives you, and then you put your cash in it, and then you look at it in a month, and it's like down 25%. That's the kind of nonsense we're dealing with, but we'll do the best we can. I got a couple of college games I like, and then I seem to do better in the NFL, I feel like. So I'm going to go to the NFL after a couple of college picks. You want to go first? I got a Friday Degenerate special. Do you have one of those?
I do.
Uh-oh. Then I'm going to have to let you go first with that minus 13 number you're carting around.
There are two good ones, actually, I like on Friday night.
All right, well, I hope
the one I'm taking is the Gophers.
Oh, you son of a beast.
I'm taking the Minnesota Golden Gophers plus 25.5 against Oregon, who just had a hard-fought game. I think Minnesota doesn't win, but I think they can keep it close. So it'll probably be 58-7.
Well, I will say this, too, as far as, based on our track records, that sounds like a game that the entire Guggen Nation should sprint away from.
Play Oregon.
If we both like
Just
them.
go load up on Oregon.
Well, there could be that, too. So, yeah, that
I suspect by Friday tonight about 10:30, I'll look up and chuckle. Because Oregon has a 4-touchdown lead in the third quarter.
Yeah,
Gophers plus 25.5. Gophers aren't bad. They're like 6-3, man. Come on. Nut up, Minnesota.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted to take Pitt, but I just can't trust an ACC team to do something impressive. So, my first game, I'm going to go with a team that they got off to like a 1-6 start. They've won a couple in a row. They won at San Jose State last week. Even when they've lost, it's usually been within a field goal, and Yukon doesn't inspire confidence for me. I'll take Air Force plus 7.5.
I'll go military.
Air Force plus 7.5 at Yukon.
This one is so stunning that I'm going to need you to double check. I might have misread this now that I'm thinking about it.
Is it college?
Yeah, it's an ACC game.
Okay, which one is it?
UVA and Duke.
Duke's 5.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm taking UVA. Okay. I have 6.5, but I'll take the 5.5. I don't get that one. Now I'll probably see why I don't get it. Again,
Somebody
tomorrow.
said that Duke actually is the leading.
They score a lot of points.
Projection to get to the title game.
Yeah,
which I don't understand.
Yeah.
All right, UVA.
But UVA's had and they're coming off an L, and I think they find a way to get a dub.
Yeah,
at least keep it close. Give me those 5.5 precious points. I'll look up. It might be 31-28. I'll take that.
All right, continuing to span the globe.
Well, I love it.
I'm going to lay the 5.5 with Bama. I don't love it. I just see everyone on Oklahoma, man, and it just makes me want to bet Bama. So if the world's on Oklahoma, I'm going to take Bama. And everybody that I see predicting this game is predicting Oklahoma to cover. So I'll take Bama to win by a touchdown.
Is it
5.5.
Are we 6500 Bowden Road?
Yes, sir. Just invite the whole world here to.
I just got a text. Virginia quarterback is hurt.
Did y'all hear what he said? He laughed at the end. He just got a text. The Virginia quarterback is hurt. Oh well, you got Virginia plus 5.5.
Care.
Friend.
I'll give you
What
another.
was Bama's line?
Minus 5.5.
I'll give you another one I like in the ACC. I'm taking the Wolfpack plus 14.5 against the U.
Yeah, I looked at that.
2 touchdowns plus, and NC State's got a good quarterback. He may be playing for Miami next year, by the way.
You know what I would do if I were
knows?
betting Miami based on what I've seen the last few weeks? I'd bet NC State, and we don't do it like this. I'd bet NC State first half. Canes have been getting off to these dreadfully slow starts, and then I would get worried about a backdoor cover when it comes down to the end of the game. I'll take them on the road. I'll take them on the road against what I consider to be the worst team in football. I'll take them riding some momentum off of the gift we gave them a week ago, and I'll lay 5.5 with the Texans at Tennessee.
Okay. I'll take the Miami Dolphins against the Washington Commanders. I think the Dolphins have found a little something. Commanders are just reeling.
2.5.
2.5-point favorites. That's a 9:30 a.m. game. That's in some country not known as the United States. I'm not sure which one.
I think they're
it's not in Berlin. It might be Spain.
I think it is Spain.
Could be Spain.
It is.
Could be España. Don't know if it's in Madrid or Barcelona. Could be in Valencia. Don't know.
All right, I'm going to take a terrible defense against a quarterback who'll throw it 1,000 times, who plays for a team that'll throw it 1,000 times, and I'm going to take Pittsburgh, Cincinnati over 48.5.
Okay. I'm going to take one that bit you in the rear end last week, but I think they bounce back. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills minus 5.5 against Tampa Bay. That concludes my 5-pack. It's a disaster. Should be about a 1-4 week. I wonder if I'm possibly going to set the worst Friday 5-pack
I don't
record in history of the Friday 5-pack.
I don't know if we've had. I don't know if we have.
I don't think anybody's ever
analysts.
gone minus 20 plus.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah, and I'm on that way. I'm trending.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm not feeling a rally either. To be honest with you,
you need a good win. We don't really have like a punishment, so I could care less.
Yeah.
Do better. That's all I'll tell you. Do better. I have one last game. If I were still in the business of back in the day when I used to have good winning years, I'd give a lock of the week every now.
Oh yeah.
And you can take it to the bank. The lock of the week. Some years ago, 7, 8, and 1.
You think gambling goes away with age? We're both getting older. Maybe we're no good at it.
I don't know. I should be good at it. I watch all these teams play all the damn time.
Yeah.
I mean, we know things like the quarterback's out.
Yeah.
I don't understand this line one bit. If I could propose to you a lock of the week, it would be this one. San Francisco -2.5 at Arizona.
Yeah, I like that one.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
The Niners just got beat last week by the Rams. It's time to open up a can here. This game is going to, in fact, I'm going to call Mrs. P and have her put it on the Hard Rock app.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. P controls all the wagering in the house. I don't have the app. That could lead to trouble. But yeah, I love the Niners -2.5. If there were such thing as a lock of the week, that would be it.
All right, there you have it. Dolphins -2.5, Bills -5.5. College game, the Gophers tonight +25.5. NC State +14.5 against the U, and UVA minus a quarterback +5.5 against Duke.
I got Air Force +7.5, Bama -5.5, Houston Texans laying 5.5 at Tennessee, Steelers Bengals over 48.5, and the Niners -2.5. Back with more next. You are listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's a coast-to-coast connection as the Lightning Bolts travel 2,400 miles from Southern California to North Florida, Santa Monica Pier to Jack's Beach. LA has Lightning Bolts, but Jacksonville has Jungle Thunder. Jaguars, Chargers. Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010XL.
Waiting around for Black Friday? At Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, we've already dropped Black Friday prices. That's right, thousands of vehicles priced to move now. Get 0 down, no payments for 90 days, plus peace of mind with a lifetime warranty. Don't wait for the crowds. Get your Black Friday deal today. Start saving early with Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, where Black Friday starts right now. That'll wow ya.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, Hicken here. Don't let Thanksgiving spills leave a stain on your holiday. Call Zero Res, man. Get that cranberry sauce off. Get the pumpkin pie disaster cleaned up. Toughest gravy stains. Oh, boy. Maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit after with Zero Res, man. We don't want Aunt Linda sitting on that dirty couch, do we? Here's what you do, gang. Get back to clean. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $149. Get a 4th room free with a canned food donation. Now, you can bring 1 canned food, 2 canned food. Bring a little sack, won't you? Right? That's what we do, helping others. Also, take $75 off your air duct cleaning. Call my friends at Zero Res right now, 287-5727, 287-5727. Go online to ZeroResJacksonville.com. Tell me you want the 1010XL special. Zero Res. You know it. Zero Res. Spell it backwards or forwards. You know what it does? Z-E-R-O-R-E-Z. Zero Res. It spells the same.
Get an inside look at football's greatest position with Denny Thompson.
I'm Denny Thompson, and they call me the quarterback whisperer.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Tuned up by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville trusts. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
Watch football this season in downtown Duval at Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. 2 floors, 15 TVs, a giant projector, 80 self-pour taps of ice-cold craft beer, wine and cocktails, plus a full bar. Wings, burgers, and more, and pizza delivered to your table from Pizza Dynamo. Downtown at Laura and Forsyth. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. A beer festival every day.
Plumbing problem? AC acting up? Septic tank trouble? Don't waste time calling 3 different companies. Just call Duck Duck Rooter. We offer plumbing, septic, and air conditioning services. Call 904-862-6769.
I'm Frank Frangie for Ricketts Electric. Any good lineup needs power. When we needed power at the Bragan Baseball Complex and all the fields we have at Fort Family Park, we trusted Ricketts Electric. You're going to love these guys. The Ricketts family has been providing commercial and residential electric service for years. Call my friend Zach today at 904-320-5960. You can also find them on Facebook and at rickettselectric.com. Ricketts Electric, the city's best power connection. Call them today at 904-320-5960.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Welcome back. Sweet Friday. I was looking at, when we Prost started talking about Trevor and the games and the stats and the such, and I was looking, so I said, I wonder how, we talked about Baker Mayfield last year and, 41 touchdowns, 16 picks. And so I started looking at some of the games, that he played because I wanted to see if he had, he threw for 4,500 yards, so he has obviously over 300 yards a few times. And he went 289 in the opener. He went 347 in Game 4, a win against Philadelphia. He went 30 of 47, 347, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. I long for games like that, boys and girls. They beat New Orleans 24-36, 325, 4 touchdowns, but he threw 3 picks that game. Still threw 4 touchdowns, threw for 325, though, and they beat the heck out of New Orleans. Threw for 370 in a loss to Baltimore. I don't know. Winning and losing is the biggest, most important thing. So his worst game of the year, though, worst game of the year in terms of, let's see, what would you say? Just statistically. And again, statistics don't tell the whole story. Don't forget that. So don't get too carried away by all the numbers I'm throwing at you. But his worst game of the year, they lost to San Francisco 23-20. He was 18-29, but for only 116 yards. Had a touchdown and no picks, but 18-29, 116 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks, and they lost to San Francisco only by 3 points. He threw for the most yards in a loss, which, again, that happens a lot in the NFL because you get behind. They lost to the Ravens by 10. They scored 31, though, but they gave up 41. I'm just looking at Baker Mayfield's stats from last year. I was just curious, and he had some big games. He was over 300 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times over 300 yards.
I will say that sometimes it's not always apples to apples. Mike Evans and McMillan and Godwin, he has really good receivers. They have a good offensive line, one of the best tackles in Tristan Wirfs. So
yeah,
that probably helps.
He was sacked 40 times.
Yeah. I think
sacked 5 times against the Lions in a 20-16 win.
Yeah.
So, it happens. I mean, you just sometimes you got to win some of those games. That's all. You got to put them, you got to rise above. I think that's what Herbert's done this year more so than he has in speaking of, they played the Chargers last year, the Bucs did. Maybe he's got something figured out. They beat him 40-17. He threw for 288 with 4 touchdowns.
Well, Trevor is 2-0 against the Chargers. They had that impressive win in 2020.
They went out there, finally won a West Coast game.
Early, and they blew them out. Devin Lloyd had a touchdown, I believe, in that game. I think, and then obviously the playoff win. They haven't played the Chargers since that playoff victory deep into that cold January night. So this will be the first time we've played them since. And so far Trevor against Herbert 2-0. Hope that carries over. Let me ask you a question about competitiveness.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll give you a scenario. Say you were back in your broadcast prime. You're not now. You're in the sunset of your career. But say back in the day when you were career motivated. And let's say, Dan, that your news director here in Jacksonville was stepping down. Okay? And it coincided with you were live at the Sugar Bowl, and you were using the NBC affiliates station there, and you knew that the news director there in New Orleans was about to become your new news director.
Okay.
Do you feel like you would try a little harder or try to impress just a little bit more, knowing that could be your future boss?
Sure.
Would it add to your edge a little bit?
Sure.
Because I keep hearing all of this talk around the Gator football team and how they might respond and play this week. And are we forgetting about that element, or does that element matter? Might you have a team of Florida players that are trying to impress the guy they think is going to be their head coach next year? And does that matter?
I had Ole Miss minus 15.5 on my Friday fight.
Okay.
I don't.
Had you thought? I had not thought about that. I was driving in this morning.
I've thought about that.
Yeah,
but
I wonder if it's at least an interesting sidebar whether or
Yeah.
not it plays out on the scoreboard.
Mhm.
But you got a bunch of Gators here that we always talk about putting it on tape.
Yeah.
And I'll say that I don't think it's as big a deal for a coach to leave a team. I don't think the team responds with despair and bitterness. If they want to go with them in today's college football, they can. If there's any Ole Miss players, be as special as you can this year, gang. Let's win a natty. Nod, wink, wink. You want to come to Gainesville? Bus leaves in an hour. I mean, you have that freedom now in college football. So the revolt against a coach, from players isn't going to happen, right? They're not going to be as disappointed. The nature of the game's changed, I think.
Yeah. I'm looking at great video from a Kroger in Tennessee.
In Tennessee, by the way,
Yeah.
just for you guys out there that don't speak proficient redneck like me, born and raised in Middle Tennessee, it's Kroger's.
I got fruits and veggies flying, and I got a couple.
It doesn't end in R. Kroger's.
I got a couple biggins brawling on the floor here.
Yeah, that'll happen at a Kroger's.
Looks like an aisle 2 over there, and yeah, we got some ladies getting after it. I got pants falling down. I got shirts getting pulled up. It's not pretty. It's not a pretty sight.
Can't spell Kroger.
Kroger's in Tennessee.
Can't spell Kroger without KO.
Somebody get those oranges, please.
If you had to rank
you move those avocados.
If you had to rank the franchise, national franchise where a scene like this is most likely to play out, number one's Walmart. I mean, there's a whole YouTube channel on them. But then I'd probably, with all due respect to Kroger in this hell of a battle, maybe Piggly Wiggly. That stands out to me.
Piggly Wiggly.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, Piggly Wiggly. And IGA is good for a good. IGA is good for a good brawl every
I
now
know
and
where
then.
it's not happening at your local Publix.
Well, you're probably right.
Let's take a break. 8 o'clock hour coming up. The quarterback whisperer is here. Can't wait to hear the new opening.
As soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh, crap.
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Every great engine has something special under the hood.
Woo! Hey, you want to drive?
It's the Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game.
Boom, drive it, set up, there you go.
On 1010XL.
Gotta be 6, fellas. We gotta get 6.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything, from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
You watch the games, so do we.
Dan Higgin and Jeff Prosser, right after every Gator football game, get our reaction to the plays, the calls that stood out to us.
Live streamed on the Swamp Sessions podcast on the 1010XL social channels from Voodoo Brewing Company.
Driven by Atlantic Infinity.
Custom home builders. Fed up with your electrical and low voltage companies that ghost you mid-project, sparking delays? Unreliable subs and poor electrical work that derail your schedules? Turn to Tyson Inc., experts in seamless electrical services for your custom builds. Pre-construction planning, integration, and installation, no hassles. Your homeowners will love the new Tyson showroom. Team up with Tyson for your next home building project. TysonInc.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Why wait for a reason to send flowers? Celebrate life's little wins, or just celebrate you. Stop into the showroom on Beach and Southside, or online at JacksonvilleFlowerMarket.com. Jacksonville Flower Market. We make every day bloom.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99%. and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Jason, I called you about the ductwork in my attic this summer, and you totally blew me off.
I did.
My airflow is too low and my bills are too high.
I know.
There's stains on my ceiling tiles and sweating around the vents, and the mice have chewed so many holes in the ducts, I think they're getting more AC than I am.
I know.
Then how could you let me suffer all summer, Jason?
Because summer is the one time of year I just can't send my technician into someone's steaming hot attic. They'd kill me. Ductwork is hot, cramped work at the best of times. Lucky for you, those best of times are in November.
You mean like now?
Bueller Air and Plumbing can repair your old, damaged, or just plain sketchy ductwork right now when it's not too hot and not too cold.
And none of your technicians will kill you.
It's a win-win.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. It's a showdown in the SEC. Florida hit the road to battle Ole Miss in a key conference clash. Hear the game live tomorrow afternoon, starting with the pregame at 4 on 1010XL. JTA Game Day Express is back. Skip the parking stress and ride to the Jag Charger game. Passes start at $10 on the MyJTA app. Learn more at jtafla.com. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. At 8:06. It's 52 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
No. Nice try. No.
That's that last minute stuff. Yeah.
No. Good try.
He didn't even write anything down.
He did get a little upbeat music for
He
you.
remembered it about 3 minutes ago.
Why? Because I teased it.
This was a cool comment from Drake Maye after the game last night. They asked Drake Maye if his trust in Stephon Diggs was built up over time or if he had it with him right away. And you forget, man, these guys are kids. You ready? No, that trust was built up probably when I was in middle school when he was playing in the league. Long ago. You know, guys like him and Hunter and Mac, you trust those guys for what they've done in this league.
You know, Denny Thompson is here. Denny, good morning.
Good morning.
Denny will take a beating a lot about, just it's always your fault if the quarterback. I always like to say, well, listen, maybe the quarterback wasn't even that good, and maybe he got him better to that point. You just don't know. But I will say this, Pross and me were talking a little bit earlier, and he brought it up, and he said, Denny was right on Drake Maye, and nobody else believed in Drake Maye. So, anyway, there's one compliment for the day.
Because he was under the radar to me, too.
Yeah,
thank you.
I think there's something to, the perception that comes along with being the number one overall pick. Like, you look at the best quarterbacks in the league right now. Joe Burrow was a number one overall,
Right.
but outside of that, buddy, Mahomes, 9, Josh Allen, 7, Lamar, second or into the first round, Drake Maye, number 3 pick. Just go down the list. And
That draft is turning out to be pretty good, too.
Yeah.
The draft that we all were like, wait,
y'all are idiots for drafting. What was it? 7 of the first 14 were quarterbacks.
Yeah, he went 3. Drake Maye went 3, and it just felt. But again, you know what this is? This is just This is why we should remember this every draft season, Dan. Just as we caution everyone once we get to training camp. As much college football as we watch it, as much as we love the sport, I didn't watch it. I realize now I didn't watch much Drake Maye. Maybe at the end of a bowl game, maybe here or there. And
but even if you did, you would see some things, but you still don't know. You just don't know. Ultimately, it's a guessing.
But he's one of those guys that, like, if you at least start with the ideal body and athleticism,
yes,
like he's it.
Yes,
you know what I mean. And then,
but there are other variables,
right? But he checks so many of those. He's a smart guy. He's an actual athlete. He's not clumsy.
I guess.
Mechanically sound.
Here's the point, though, Dan. And
great athletic family too.
I feel what you're saying, but he was doing those things, and we just didn't notice.
Yeah,
he led college football in total offense.
Well, it's kind of like
in 2022. By the way, think about this. He led college football in 20. You want to know the difference between college football and the NFL? He led all of college football in total offense. He was the ACC Player of the Year in 2022. He passed for a school record 4,300. He had 38 touchdowns. He ran for 707 scores.
There's Mitch Trubisky.
The very next year, you ready? First team All ACC quarterback.
Yeah.
Jordan Travis. Second team All ACC quarterback, Drake Maye.
Wow.
Is there a bigger screamed difference in college ball and what you can do and who you are and pro ball and what they project you to be and
still am like
what you seem to be becoming?
A little heartbroken in the whole Jordan Travis
retirement. Oh, yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
He wasn't going to be this good.
No. But you just mentioned his name, and it's like you look at what's going on with the Jets, and that's where he was at. He would be playing ball right now.
He was the worst. He went to the worst place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but his injury may not allow him to play anywhere else, but boy, they didn't handle it.
You know what's funny about the quarterback thing too? Last year at this time, we were all like, it was Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake Maye. Last year at this time, we're like, Jaden Daniels is the guy.
Yeah, he's
right for sure.
Yeah.
And then he went
now. A year later,
how
Drake May's the guy.
Yeah,
ahead of Jaden Daniels. Drake May should have been the number one.
It doesn't.
I'm not trying to be a homer.
And
here,
Caleb ain't that bad.
Yeah, Caleb is catching on.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Dan and I talked about
this. In fact,
this.
if I ranked him right now, and this is only because out of sight, out of mind, and he's hurt, Jaden would be 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
Well, and Dan and I, you have to remind you have to have you have to clear your head and reset for a second to realize this part too. At this stage of Drake May's career, what he's doing and the promise he's showing is about where we were with Trevor. That second half of year 2 when he had 25 and 8 and won playoff games, and then started the next year great. We that's it. And the point is not that look out, Drake Maye will fall back, and it's also not that Trevor's got that in him. That's what it'll be. It just shows you how fast it can change at that position from year to year.
Yeah, I mean,
from week to week in some cases.
I was going to say, I mean, you can go through the list of just the last couple of years. I mean, C.J. Stroud was the first ballot Hall of Famer after a
no doubt.
year.
Yeah,
you know,
and he's still good, but he's
good.
Right.
You could take the next 3 starters and change that. Michael Penix, Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, and mix them up.
Penix and McCarthy aren't going to be the quarterbacks for their teams for much longer, guys.
Bo Nix is fun to watch.
They're on it. They're on him a little bit out there.
They are. My son and I were talking about him last night, though. Like he's turned into what you want in a quarterback. He's got a strong arm. He's got a lot of Baker Mayfield in him. It's like athletic. Seems to be a good guy. Seems to have good leadership skills.
They're winning in the fourth quarter. They're winning ugly games. They
got a hell of a defense that sacks the quarterback, which really helps.
But he's also that guy. Like ugly game, and he all of a sudden pops to 3rd and 8 with his legs.
Yeah.
You know.
Now it's helped. He's had done that magic against bad teams.
Has he?
Giants, Raiders.
Yeah.
You know, let's see what you do against the Chiefs. I'm saying the last second, pull it out of the fire.
And statistically, he's 27th down. His quarterback rating is like 86.
Yeah, see, that's interesting.
But he does have.
I watch it.
But he does have 18 and 8.
Yeah, I watch it and it's like
the 8 are what kills them. The quarterback rating is so defined by the interceptions.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If you have everything else being simple and put your interceptions at 1 or 2, you're going to be a 95 to 100 rating.
Who's
guy.
the bottom 5 starters in rating?
Trevor.
Yeah,
he would be there.
Yeah. Nix probably.
I'll give you. Hold on.
Well, he said he was 27, so yeah.
J.J. McCarthy. He's down at DAL. He's like 40th.
Hadn't played a lot.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Well, 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were 9 in.
5 and 6. Touchdowns to picks.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Cam Ward.
Yeah,
rookie, but you know,
right.
you allow
Be
it.
expected.
Trevor,
yeah,
Bryce Young. I won't mention Dylan Gabriel, Gino.
Man,
Those are
Trevor's
your
a
guys.
weird dude. Trevor, because just take criticism.
You wouldn't put him with those.
No,
groups.
he's played way better than those guys. Not just you wouldn't put him there.
Yeah.
He's on a 5-4 team that's beaten good play, made plays down the stretch. None of those guys can even do that. It's weird.
I just wonder. I don't know. I'm a big Liam Cohen guy, so I'm not questioning. I just wonder what they know that we don't know because they're so conservative play calling.
It doesn't look like he trusts them, does it?
Or the line, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder, is it the receivers? Is it the line? Is it Trevor? I just wonder what they know.
I don't know either. I think it depends on what day you ask them, literally.
Right.
I think they think it's one week, and 3 weeks later think it might be the other.
It definitely hasn't clicked yet.
No, and think
for
about
everybody in that
and
offense.
You could go last week specifically.
Yeah.
You could go and make an argument for all of them. At one point, you look out there and there's one receiver that Trevor has ever thrown to on a consistent basis. So that could be the issue.
Sure.
And you look at the pressure they were getting up front, and you're like, well, crap, that could be the issue.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And then Trevor obviously played a bad game.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting, man. I don't think that the offense is that bad. It's just I don't really know what they are.
And here's the thing, too. Here's another odd. It's just a weird team right now and a weird offense because there's also this. The offense right now screams they can't get any consistency going, right? And yet you look, they just went through a stretch where this Jaguars offense in NFL games scored 8 straight possessions without being stopped.
Yeah.
They got the field goal at the end of the first half against the Raiders. They scored all 5 times, and then they scored the first 2 times they had the ball against Houston.
Yeah.
Which is the exact opposite of an offense that can't
absolutely
consistently
you know
do
what I think
it.
the most
It's
frustrating
weird.
thing for a coach is like when you have 10 guys that execute, and then I'm just making this up, the right guard doesn't. So the whole play's ruined, right? And that seems to happen frequently with the Jags.
I'll tell you one other thing, man, in determining that rating, you got to be at, 67% is like halfway. It's like 15th in the NFL. I remember when Mark was playing, I can remember talking to Brunell about it. And he was like, man, if I'm at 60, I'm pretty happy.
Oh, yeah.
That was a long time ago, and obviously it's a different game now. But, yeah, these guys, Jared Goff, 74%, Drake Maye, 72% of his passes.
And here's another, again, I'm saying from a football fan standpoint, this is another one. If you sit and you think about Trevor, do you think of him as an inaccurate quarterback? Like unable to hit open receivers? Is that how it does?
It depends if you're thinking about the drops or looking at his
just
completion percentage.
Forget looking at his completion. I'm just saying, do you think of him like when Trevor goes back to pass and he's got a guy open and you're like, oh my God, I hope he hits him?
No.
He feels like like a relatively accurate quarterback.
Relatively.
It also doesn't surprise
But
me.
he's at 59.5.
I know. That's my point. It's just so
surprise me
it's
when he
just
shoots
weird.
one high either. And the other thing too about Trevor is he's got so much confidence at an arm that he'll take some shots on some balls that I don't think a lot of quarterbacks will, and he'll hit a fair number.
That's what Liam Cohen said this week. He wants him doing it all the time. He says, let it rip.
I largely agree with that because
Yeah.
I think his arm is livest when he's like a quick react. Oh, that's popping now. I got to get rid of it.
Yeah. The other thing with him, and I don't know that I don't know enough. You can see it and study it. They say he throws to open as opposed to Aaron Rodgers was the best, right?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Well, I can still remember Green Bay down the middle of the field. I'm like, the guy is all over. The linebacker's right on top of him, but he just got this little hair. If he puts it right out there, his hands will get it, and he'll take that chance. He'll flick that wrist, and off it'll go.
Yep.
And
Brock's
he
amazing
saw,
at that.
yeah, the small windows.
Yep.
Trevor, they say, doesn't quite see that yet.
Yeah, but and that's kind of what I'm talking about. I wonder what the real story is because
Yeah.
that also can be, and a lot of times it's more on receivers. It's like I don't really know that they're going to be there. You know what I mean? And he's got young receivers. He's had injured receivers, so I don't know. It's definitely I think he seems to do it on speed outs and things like that. It seems to be he gets into a good rhythm. I think it starts with his feet.
Yeah.
I think if he times his feet up to the route, like he makes himself, I'm sorry to get in the weeds here, but more of like a slow to fast player. You know what I mean? Like I'm calm, and then when I get ready to go, I'm going.
Yeah.
Right. When he does that, he seems to throw on time. It's when he kind of sits back there for a second, and I don't know, his feet start moving a little bit too much, or his eyes start moving a little bit too much, that I think he has some issues.
Well, let's do this. Let's can you stay for one more second? We'll go to 8.
Yeah.
We're a little heavy, so let's grab this break here, catch up, and then we'll continue on with Denny, talk some college ball as well, all coming up right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Saturday and Sunday, we watch the games. We're all on the same page then. We spend Monday talking about what we saw. Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods Post-Game Monday. Makers of quality fresh sandwiches and home of the good stuff on 1010XL.
I'm Elizabeth Graham, Army veteran and owner of Bright Star Care of Ponte Vedra, West Jacksonville. Veterans caring for veterans, that's where the true understanding begins. Our nurse-led team brings skilled nursing, personal care, and companionship to veterans, seniors, adults, and children right in your home. From daily tasks to advanced care, we help your loved ones stay independent and comfortable at home. Call us anytime at 904-709-4446. Bright Star Care, a higher standard.
Hey, Jacksonville, Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coating is the new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings. Better play, better results. Brendan's the owner of Checkmate Coatings. He'll tell you anything you need to know about getting that garage floor done, or that patio, or that pool deck, or that driveway even. Our true Jacksonville crews keep prices low with no massive overhead. Okay, how do I get more information? CheckmateCoatings.com. It's so easy. CheckmateCoatings.com. Slam dunk those floors of yours. They're Checkmate Coatings. They're your floors. Missing piece.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
Wingstop and 1010XL has the ultimate tailgate for you to win. Leon Serza here, your lemon pepper guy. Go to 1010XL.com to register to win a 100-piece wing party complete with fries, veggie sticks, and dips.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. From GFL, Green for Life.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita, Spicy Guavarita, Old Fashioned, or the Red Bullerita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
There's the old music. Very nice, E. E, do you have a rejoiner made for Denny? A rejoiner?
Now, the quarterback whisperer. Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security.
You know,
and George Moore Chevrolet.
I actually have big news about that. We can now add award-winning.
Yeah, what did you win?
Gator fans gave me an award this week of worst quarterback developer in the history of the world. So I'm just going to say award-winning.
Nice.
Yeah.
DJ Lagway didn't throw the football all year. I put it on him. I put it on whatever the hesitance was to get right medically. What a blown opportunity, and so I don't know what he's doing. You don't get a pass if you can't play and you're unhealthy. Maybe don't sign that $3.5 million deal. Maybe don't drive that Range Rover. You don't get both. You don't get both, buddy. You can't play, give it back. Get right.
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, that's the way I run it.
Somebody was going to give it to him.
Hey, DJ, by the way, I got a guy over here at the, KA house that can go 3-6, all right?
I saw something in – now, here's an interesting thing. We were talking about Drake Maye and all the stats. The stats aren't quite there in college ball lately.
Yeah.
But I saw something I talked to Riley Skinner about it the other day. We did, and I saw it in Fernando Mendoza. And I wonder how this will translate. And I don't know. I know he's kind of thin, but he's tall.
Fernando's my guy, man.
Yeah.
I love Fernando.
Great poise on the last drive.
Yes.
Listen, Penn State was beating their ass. They had him.
Yeah.
They had him. They were going to beat him. They're finally going to beat a number. And Fernando and he threw a pick, and he didn't flinch, man. And he got the ball back. And this is last chance time.
Yep.
This is it. We got to drive, and we got to get a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just the great throw and great catch, even greater catch in the back of the end zone by Cooper that wowed me. It was the down the field, in control, poise.
Management of time.
Very good.
Yep.
Very good. I don't know that's a checkbox for me, man. Is it playing in the NFL? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
No, he's a very cerebral guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
what was his deal? He's
talented.
Columbus High School.
Columbus High School.
What, Miami didn't want him?
No, he was committed. I don't remember where, but it was like a FCS. It wasn't.
Ended up going to Cal.
And then Cal last second came in on him and got him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then obviously Indiana. His little brother's at Indiana as well.
Mm-hmm.
Has what a year for their dad, man. It's been like 3 or 4 games where they've both thrown touchdown passes at Indiana. Both he and his brother.
Oh, his brother's a quarterback?
Yeah, backup quarterback.
No kid.
Yeah.
Was his brother there before he got there?
I think.
Is
no,
he younger?
no, I think they went together.
Younger
maybe?
brother?
Yeah.
So he'll step in?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
How
he,
much
is
fun
he
is
thought
that?
of as being? Is he a better prospect than Mendoza, or about the same?
No, I mean I don't know. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Very, very, very similar.
71% completion percentage, 26 touchdowns, 5 picks. Had a great year.
And that's 71%. By the way, he pushes the ball.
I did hear this. I would like this endorsement if I was a college quarterback. I think it was Tom Brady. Didn't Tom Brady say C.J. Carr is the most impressive?
Yeah, C.J. man.
Ooh.
That's a franchise guy right there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now he's just a true freshman. Is he a true freshman?
No, redshirt
second-year
freshman.
Second-year
Redshirt freshman. Yeah.
Julian Sayin, another young
Yeah.
kid having now look again. It's not fair. This kid's completing 81% of his passes.
Yep.
81%.
Yeah, he's. Man, I remember seeing him.
He's throwing to the best receiver in the NFL who's playing in college.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I told you, we're going to land on Sayin as the Heisman winner because nobody has reached out and taken
don't know.
it. You're
We'll
going to get
see.
left at the end with an undefeated quarterback on a
disagree
number
with
1
that.
team with great numbers. What can you pick apart?
Yeah.
This is another one. You know how much Julian Sayin I've watched? About half of the Texas
I know.
game.
You don't because they don't play anybody, so you don't watch
That's
them.
right.
I know. Yep.
That's right.
The Alabama quarterback has been very good.
Yeah, I've seen him 4
He's
times.
a great prospect. I
but
think.
the-
You hit it. You guys. This is why. Yeah, I mean, maybe we're just biased because our teams are in the SEC, so we find that mid.
Oh, I know.
SEC game to
I
be
brought
better.
this one up to Pross the other day. Do you know this cat at Yukon?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't. But
Yeah.
I've been seeing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Yeah.
unbelievable. 25-0,
25-0.
touchdowns? That's insane.
Yeah. Joe Fagnano.
Like there's hadn't been even a tip
Fagnano.
ball. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, he's 69%, 2,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, no picks, and all 3 of their losses were in overtime. It's not bad.
No. He's making himself a little bit of
beating
money.
ACC schools.
And he's like a 6-year
Great.
senior
I took Air
too.
Force this week. Appreciate it. Thanks for the point.
He's due. I mean,
We talked about that.
He has to throw a pick at some point.
No, I think that Air Force will keep it close, even if he throws for his yards and his scores.
Yeah.
He's like a 6-year
That's what I'm
senior too,
going with.
right? Like I think he's like a.
I think, yeah, because he. Where do we?
I think
Delaware,
I saw
maybe, or
2019 class of 2019.
Where this cat's from?
You got to love to see that. Like last year.
Let me
he got
ask you guys a
25
question.
touchdowns
In the
on pick.
risk reward of having.
Is it Maine? M-E. What is M-E?
That's
where
Maine, yeah.
He played 4 years at Maine. He's in his 7th year. 19, 20,
Wow.
21, 22,
Got a COVID.
23.
Oh,
his 7th year.
The last of the
24, this is
COVID
20
guys.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
How old is
7th
he?
year.
29, 30?
A little bit older.
Brandon Whedon.
Yeah, remember him?
Yeah.
Winky. I like that
Yeah.
guy.
Played at the Maine Black Bears for 3 years.
Sure he did.
Said, I'm going to Yukon.
Probably throwing. Who was that main receiver we liked that went to the Cardinals?
Sure,
Remember
he
him?
played at Maine for 4 years.
Who was that dude?
In full career.
Remember the little IS? Who was it? Who was the little receiver from Maine? I think he went to the Cardinals. Remember Isabella? Is that what it was?
No, we played against that guy. The Gators played against Isabella.
Andy
Isabella?
that's what I'm talking about. And that's the
Did
receiver.
we play
though.
Maine? We didn't play.
Yeah, we played Maine. We had to have. Because I think that's the name of the guy. That's him. Just a little slot receiver dude. I don't know if he would have played with
UMass.
Oh, he was UMass. Okay. There you go. Maine, UMass. What's the difference?
That's Liam Cohen, right? UMass.
I don't. Just stop. Just stop. I got to ask
Victor
you guys.
Cruz. He threw to Victor Cruz.
Okay.
There's way too much knowledge.
I'm not stating any lack of professionalism or hijinks
Uh-huh.
at all when I say this, but in the risk reward of having the brother of the quarterback of your opponent this week on your roster.
The brother of your quarterback.
In other words, Justin Herbert's little brother,
Patrick
Herbert, is a tight end on the Jaguars practice squad.
I'm not telling you anything about my brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not what I'm worried about. Am I telling my brother anything about you?
Especially if he
That's
practiced.
why on the scale of risk reward, which one is the risk? And by the way, I want to define. I don't think anything at all said the two won't speak this week. I'm not implying, but yeah.
I mean, Pat,
Which would be more? Which is more dicey?
Denny, is this fair to do? Jaguars call me in. I'm Patrick Herbert. I'm on the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll tell you everything you need to know. Put that guaranteed contract in front of me
Make
right
me
now.
active
roster,
active
buddy.
for the next 3 weeks so I can get vested.
Hey,
Yep.
Denny,
What you want to know?
Denny, in all seriousness, you could sign a Charger today after yesterday's practice and maybe get a couple of gleanings into when specifically a player will come. But they have so looked at the film. There's nothing surprising on a Sunday. It's just who does it better.
Especially with the especially with the technology now. It's not even like a grind to go through the film.
Right, you can look at it
technology
everywhere.
does it for you.
Spins around on its axis.
Well, that
for
and
you.
it even generates reports on tendencies and all that. I mean,
AI
back
does.
the old school guys.
Yeah, you'd have to track them.
Yeah,
chart them.
Hash, like down, distance.
Yeah, now
personnel.
AI will spit it all out just what you want.
10 minutes.
Also tells you to go for it on your own 29-yard line in the first quarter.
Yeah,
so.
some of those analytics.
Yeah, they're sketch.
Yeah, they are for sure.
I agree.
For sure.
All right, my man. It's always great to see you,
Enjoy it,
Denny.
guys.
Appreciate it. That's Denny Thompson, the quarterback
That's the whisperer.
E, do you want to play him out with a new tune?
And now, say goodbye to the quarterback whisperer. Brought to you by Tyson Sound Security and George Moore Chevrolet.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Mike Dempsey here, and it's commercial truck season at Duval Ford. Right now, your business can drive off with serious savings. Thanks to Section 179 of the IRS tax code, you can immediately deduct the full purchase price of qualifying new or pre-owned work trucks and equipment this year, instead of depreciating it over time. Upgrade your fleet, lower your tax bill, and get to work fast. Visit DuvalFord.com to explore inventory or stop by 1616 Cassett Avenue today for big number 1 Duval Ford.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, man, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this year on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks, so easy to play. Pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you cash in, baby. Prize Picks have entered the flex play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Man, make your picks in less than 60 seconds to turn cash into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Let's go 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Getting you ready for the game. Pre-game Friday. Built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Chelsea here, ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? During Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sales event, buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 2 full years. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida homes, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable all year round. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home design consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets savings.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Truth Teller here, and I've solved all of your holiday problems and stress. A gift card from the Blue Crab Crab House. Get this, you buy a $50 gift card, and you get an additional $15 card for free. It's that simple, and as always at the Blue Crab Crab House, the best crabs in Jacksonville. Oysters and seafood, period. Blue Crab Crab House, open every day except for Monday off of San Jose on Jewington Creek Road.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done. Rock back in on a GFL Friday at Screen for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs. Jags get set to host the Chargers this weekend. Kind of a theme, a narrative here of this morning as we go through a week and dissect various, aspects of what just happened, what's going to happen, what's important, what are different, scenarios and situations. There's a common theme to the 3 worst losses the Jaguars have had this year. The 3 of the 4 are much worse than the 4th. The 4th being that early season trip up at Cincinnati. But in the losses to Seattle, L.A., and Houston, an offensive line that has only allowed Trevor Lawrence to be sacked 26 times all year, which isn't a high number. But in those 3 glaring losses, the 3 worst losses of the year, it was 7 sacks by Seattle, 7 by the Rams, and 5 by the Texans. So can you suddenly find the lines of scrimmage? It seems hard to expect anything different than what we've seen at this point. Like what's suddenly going to happen with a big...
Yeah, they're not making any changes in personnel.
Right. It's like suddenly you are going to be what you haven't been that's allowed this, that, or the other to take place. And again, that's not the be-all, end-all. I just think it's another example of what we've talked about. The blame for this offense not being efficient when it needs to be. Like for the 8 scoring drives in a row, Dan, you could have sacrificed a couple of those just for a couple of first downs at the end of the Houston game. Just a first down or two.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sorry, but nobody on the offense blew a 19-point lead. That's to me, it's all on the defense, and I get the argument the offense could have done more. I agree they could have.
Right.
But they didn't, and it is what it is. The defense has got to have your back that
Well,
one
the defense has been terrible in the fourth quarters of most games, so you can go, that's something that's...
That stat of 40 points the last 2 fourth quarters versus 19 quarters 1 through 3 the last 2 weeks.
But let's not forget, somehow, some way, you want a panacea for the Jaguars season, you win Sunday.
That's correct.
If
things will look a lot different, won't they?
If you can find it, if you get to 6-4, man, if you win this game, if you win this game, you're going to get to 9 wins, man. You're going to get to 9.
You would think.
Now,
you would think.
I don't know, and that's why those September games matter.
Yeah.
And that's why, look, I know the great clubs, they turn it on there's a definite formula for a lot of these teams, and they get going really, and they know when it's time. It's December football. It's heading into.
What are we gonna? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna be? We're finding teams that are getting.
Man,
that
it's a lot. 5-4 is a lot better than 2-7.
100%. Sure.
Hoping to get to let's just improve. We have improved already. Now let's add a few more.
But it'd be nice. Let's get back into the quality edition, because that was what was so fun and impressive about the early season. They were beating quality teams. Now, granted, each of those teams had some asterisks for suspension or injury. We played the Chiefs without Rashee Rice, without we played the Niners without Kittle, I think, without certainly Bosa. We were catching some teams, and the Niners were depleted at receiver, or they at least were missing some receivers. So we caught some breaks, but we beat good teams with good quarterbacks, and so that's where we're back with the Chargers. The Houston Texans with Davis Mills is not a good team with a good quarterback. The Raiders with Geno Smith is not a good team with a good quarterback. The Panthers with Bryce Young is not a good team with a good quarterback. The Bengals with Jake Browning are not a good team with a good quarterback. We have more wins over teams with a good team with a good quarterback than losses.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to I have to beat another one this week.
We do.
Look,
we can.
For the darndest reasons, and not enough to put them in the 5-pack, I just feel like after watching and covering this NFL for 30 years as we have, it just feels like the natural progression of a football season finds us at a point where the Jags are due to play a good game, and the Chargers are, I think the Chargers won 4 in a row. They're due to have just a little bit of downs. I do think the Jags will get closer to it, and again, sometimes it's hard to pull the want to out of your, evaluation. I think, though, that we play pretty good football and win this weekend. I do. I hope that's the case. We need a good Monday.
Bernie Kosar was kind of a cool quarterback back in the day. I think was he number 20 for the U?
Yes.
And he went to Cleveland, and he wasn't very
I was up there during the Bernie
Kosar
heyday. They loved him.
But he's a Ohio guy,
yeah,
right?
Bernie. They
love Bernie.
The Louis Louis song.
Yeah,
when they were in their heyday in the mid '80s, they made a whole song about him. They played on the radio every day. He can throw.
Yeah, he's fighting for his life right now.
Yeah.
He needs a liver transplant and
got an infection or something. I think he was scheduled to have one.
He was scheduled to have one, and they weren't able to do it. So just think about him. He looks terrible.
Yeah, he has. He's looked old for years since he got sick. Obviously in due course, but because
he's our age, 61.
Wow, yeah. I was gonna say he's not that old.
No. So anyway, I saw that this week, and I was like, yeah, he was something.
I know we can get caught up in recency bias in our opinions. And I have to go back and check. I know there were some years, obviously, where Pujols and Bonds could fit this bill, but man, Cal Raleigh feels like he is about as worthy an MVP who didn't win the MVP that year as just about anybody else in MLB history. And I guess, Bonds, Pujols would be a good example of a guy who, it's hard to tell. It's hard to being a baseball fan and not feel like Cal Raleigh was the most valuable player in the American League, but at the same time, it just speaks to Aaron Judge's greatness.
Yes.
that he doesn't have to have the well-rounded season that Cal Raleigh did. But I do think it's true, something that kind of popped into my head earlier today. I can't help but escape the feeling that if Cal Raleigh played for the Yankees and Aaron Judge played for the Mariners and they had the exact same seasons, that Raleigh wouldn't have won the MVP in the unanimous vote.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you can – that is a literal case of East Coast bias in this case. It just is.
Yeah.
I wish you could eliminate that. History – won't reflect it as much as that's truth. Don't you believe that? Maybe not unanimous. Don't you believe that if Cal Raleigh in his season was with the Yankees and Aaron Judge in his season was with the Mariners, that Raleigh would be the MVP?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too. And that shouldn't play into it.
Well, I would have voted for Cal Raleigh. So I mean, I get it. But
yeah.
But I'm not like, oh, man, he got screwed.
No.
Aaron Judge had a heck of a year.
That's correct. And if you go by the newfangled stats and some old ones, he's the first batting champion. He won the batting crown, right?
Aaron Judge? I would think he.
Or at least he's 311. He's 311. It's the highest average to hit whatever the home run marker. Did he get to 60 this year also?
Yeah, Aaron Judge. That's postseason. He hit 500 in the postseason.
After a slow start, because that narrative about his postseason.
Yeah, 331. He won it by 20 points.
Yeah, he won the batting crown. And how many home runs did he have?
Judge had 53.
Okay, yeah, he's the first guy to hit 330 with at least 50 home runs in Major League history.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so he certainly has plenty of arsenal on his side.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you in the sport of baseball, even with the baseball writers who cover the sport, they don't give a damn about defense unless you're the best you're the best fielding shortstop in the game. We don't care what you do defensively.
Yeah.
Because Cal Raleigh is an elite defender.
They talk that big game, don't they?
Yeah.
And then in the end, it doesn't matter at all.
For sure.
It doesn't matter at all. Sugar Diaz said 50-50 whether he returns to the Mets. I was looking for a little bit better odds.
Well, at least you got a coin flip. All right, we'll take a quick timeout. It's a GFL Friday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, 1010XL brings you the orange and blue.
And he's loose.
The Gators march into Mississippi with a battle plan to tame the Rebels.
Broken tackle, still on his feet.
Florida Ole Miss, Saturday at 7 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010XL.
Gators!
Waiting around for Black Friday? At Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, we've already dropped Black Friday prices. That's right, thousands of vehicles priced to move now. Get zero down, no payments for 90 days, plus peace of mind with a lifetime warranty. Don't wait for the crowds. Get your Black Friday deal today. Start saving early with Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, where Black Friday starts right now. That'll wow ya.
Hey, Hickett here for Lockhart Construction and Roofing, a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys are from here, taking care of people who live here. People like the Hickens basically remodeled our whole house. We've had them in numerous times, and we love having them by because they make our house look better. And they do it in a fast way. They do it in a friendly way. They do it in an affordable way. And they do it in a clean way. They take good care of us. When they leave at the end of the day, they come back the next day, they clean. So listen, it's Lockhart Construction and Roofing, and they're just as good with roofs. They've been doing that for decades. All right? Shane and those guys, they're GAF Master Elite Warranty, Master Elite Contractors. That means that's the very highest you can be. That means you know what you're doing, and that means if you need a new roof, which eventually you will, I would tell you to call Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction and Roofing. He'll call you back, 994-3865, 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction and Roofing. It's 994-3865.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists congratulate this week's scholar athlete, Monica DiGentani, senior swimmer at Wilson High. She's a member of the Math, French, and National Honor Societies and is a 3-time Gateway Conference swim champion.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up?
Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jacks for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Keeping kids active is a full-time job for parents, so let I-9 Sports help. They've got winter and spring registration open right now for kids all over the First Coast to enjoy their favorite sports. Log on to i9sports.com and don't miss out on the upcoming seasons. Enter 1010 in the promo code.
This is the event people wait for all year. Beard's Diamonds Anniversary Sale is here. As the town center's only locally owned jeweler, Beard celebrates 44 years in Jacksonville with huge store-wide savings. That's right, you save up to 44%. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. Buy now and get as much as 44% off Beard's already amazing prices. Check out our new selection of amazing diamond necklaces with both natural or lab-grown diamonds. Or see our selection of the hottest yellow gold fashion jewelry starting at under $300. And if you're getting engaged before year end, you can get the ring of her dreams and save like never before at Beard's. Beard's Diamonds. Because we're local, we can run circles around those corporate chain stores with better selection, better prices, better service, and better quality. Don't settle for chain store jewelry. Get her the best at Beard's. Don't miss Beard's Diamonds Anniversary Sale up to 44% off store-wide. Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Shop local, shop Beard's.
I think we're going to change your name. You're not going to be E.T., you're going to be E.G.G., the egg, everybody's golf guest.
The big green egg.
My man here is he's doing some maneuvering right now to plan out his golf day.
We like to call that finesse.
Yes.
I got
a spot in your foursome? Call E.
I got the stat a little bit wrong. He's the only batting champ to hit 50 home runs. It wasn't the 330 average.
Yeah.
Mark. So, yeah, all you guys that are on baseballreference.com sending in the numerous examples of guys who hit 330 and at least 50, which would include Bonds and Ruth.
We simply ask for credibility around this program.
Well, that's what we just did.
That's all we did.
Yeah, we circle back. I see so much sports, numbers flash through there that,
Do you guys know who
I don't write them all down.
John Beam is? John Beam. Did you guys watch? I watched a couple episodes of this. Last Chance U.
Oh, okay. I know Jim Beam, but not John Beam.
I know you know Jim Beam. You know Jim Beam well, intimately. John Beam is a Laney College athletic director and the former football coach. He was featured on Last Chance U. It was after the first couple episodes with that crazy dude. This guy was a guy who's part of Oakland, part of the culture in Oakland. Okay. I bet you Marshawn knows him. Okay. And he was at this small college in Oakland, Laney College. And, this just doesn't seem right, man. This guy has helped out so many people. And somebody walked into the gym there yesterday and shot him. Oh, man. And he's fighting for his life right now. He's critical. And it's not looking good from everything that I've read.
In the gym?
I guess it was, Fieldhouse gym. A senior member of our athletic staff was shot on campus in the Laney Fieldhouse. The junior college said the individual was immediately transported to a local hospital, keeping them and their loved ones in our hearts during this incredibly difficult time. I mean, this is a guy at that school in Oakland that has helped out. Oh, my goodness gracious. He's been there the whole time. Longtime coach in the Bay Area. Started his career at the high school level. as D coordinator at Skyline, was there for 2 decades, then went up to Laney. And over the course of his career, coached more than 20 NFL players, seven of whom have played in the Super Bowl. Gained notoriety when his program was featured on Last Chance U. They told the story of Oakland, Laney, Skyline, myself, and our whole community in a really good way. So I just think it's sad. Anyway, just
beyond sad. It's I mean, again, and
that's
by
a
the
guy.
way, usually when you get the update, it doesn't make you feel any better. Who knows which way that falls?
Yeah,
like for whatever the reason is, there's right. It doesn't. It's like those stories don't get better ever.
Yeah.
Man, the pessimism of the Jaguars' chances this weekend on the text line, at least for that one. Door is crazy. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Well, this notion that they're just so overwhelmed against the Chargers, it's somewhat annoying, Hick. Here's why. I mean, the Jags did beat the Chiefs and the Niners and the Texans and the Panthers, for that matter.
Yeah.
To sit here and act like they're 0-9 and have no chance of beating anyone,
Mm-hmm.
why do you even watch?
Yeah.
Reserve that for 2 and 7 and make fun and call for heads. That's just not where we are. Maybe we've lived there so long that some people just can't get their mindset out of there.
Well, I mean, I get it.
Even
to a
Vegas,
point,
even Vegas says we're a 2-point dog. It's a toss-up game by the most neutral of observers. To think that we have no chance to win this way, I don't think that. Do you? No chance?
No, we have a chance. Of course we do. I just said that.
Yeah.
Here we are, 5-4, and I think we absolutely have a chance.
By the way,
but I understand their pessimism, man. Again, I get my Jag fan, man. My Jag fan. That's what I was trying to change. I was trying to change that culture last week when I got exposed. But it is what it is. I mean, we gotta at some point. But we're an okay team this year. We're not of the Chargers' ilk. Well, they're better. They're a better football team.
Right. Well, until they're 7-4 and we're 6-4 and we have a win over them, which is like 48 hours away, perhaps. The Chargers lost at the Giants. Do we have a loss that bad?
Last week.
The way they lost. I'm talking about to a worse team. That's a terrible loss. They lost to the Giants.
Yeah, that's a bad loss.
Lost at home to Washington.
Yeah, it's a bad loss.
They lost to Indy. It's good. And their best win is our best win. They beat the Chiefs. They beat them 27-21. We beat them 31-25, I think. Each one at the Raiders. Denver wins a nice win for them. They're a good team. I'm not saying they're not, but I mean, this isn't like, the Bills coming to town in a 10-1 or something. Anyway, just trying to pump up the optimism at least a little bit.
Oh, not a lot of optimism.
Well,
right
you
now.
blow. It's the way the fourth quarter ran. I mean, gosh, it's just amazing. Just play a little better for 15 minutes.
Had we won that game,
right. We're singing
Sunday
the
would
blues.
have been packed.
Correct.
Yeah,
that's right. That's on them, man. We'd be 6-3 with a chance to increase our playoff standing. A game behind.
For sure.
They did all that to themselves. That's fair.
Big news from Pete Thamel, who's very good. Virginia quarterback Chandler Morris progressing towards returning to play on Saturday.
There you go.
Optimism, he'll start for Virginia at Duke. Morris continues to clear protocols, and a final decision on his status isn't expected until game time. Let's go, Chandler.
All right.
Let's go, my man.
This, by the way, the following was just all that was a Friday 5-pack update.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because he bet Virginia.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I have it settled out. I've never seen something go so virally inaccurate as to just what the path is for the ACC into the college football playoff. Like, they wanted to make some argument that somehow not only would the AAC champion be higher ranked than the ACC championship game winner, but then another road conference also would. That's not happening. So no matter where the ultimate ACC champion Dan is ranked, that he will be in the field. But then there was this stuff going around, and Joe texted me insinuating that if Miami were higher ranked than the ACC champion, that they would go in.
Right.
Which isn't necessarily true.
Okay.
Now, and I guess what I did is I inferred that he was saying they would take that ACC champion's place. That doesn't happen in any world. The ACC champion is in.
Mm-hmm.
And so if Miami gets in, I guess to the point of if they're higher ranked than that ACC champion, but they would have to be in the top 10 because 2 of those spots get taken away by USF and Virginia or whoever those 2 conference champions are.
Mm-hmm.
But at one point, there was a belief out there, I think, or maybe I just got way off the story, that The ACC champ, whoever wins the ACC championship game, could lose the berth to Miami if they were ranked higher.
Right.
And I don't think that. In fact, I know that's not true. If you win the conference championship, you are the one that's in.
Not the case.
Right. But to the point, the same argument, and this is where the semantics got involved. If Miami is ranked ahead of that team, most likely they'll be in the top 9. Most likely. So, anywho,
You ready to get nasty?
you guys do it whether we're ready or not. So.
Friday.
Yes, sir.
She's out there. McNasty as usual.
Ooh.
Putting that cigarette stain stench breath all around her.
Oh, that was cigarette smell?
Yeah.
Oh, that was something else.
I think so. I think he's been ripping darts already.
Oh, boy.
Is he up yet?
Oh, for sure.
Is he in the conference room?
Laying down in the conference room.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
what
God.
are we doing? We're like the transient shelter now?
He's a filthy human, I wish you'd stop running with him. He corrupts you.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T.
Bring it in!
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
On 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything, from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein and Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein and Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein and Robbins. Fighting for your rights since 1975.
Hey, Hickey here for my friends at ITP Partners, man. Nobody better when you're facing these interesting economic times, man. ITP Partners are there for you. They are Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Gang, I didn't know anything about investing. Nothing. Wasn't sure what to do. Went to ITP Partners. They put things in layman's terms. They make me understand what we're up to. And they have experience, expertise, and knowledge, and I have total faith and confidence in them with good times and the bad. That's Reed Wingate and Janice Cobb. That's Dan Abel. That's Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan, man. And I appreciate all of them. And listen, they'll strategize with you. Your goals become their priority. If you don't know what your goals are, they'll help you understand those as well. It's a great time to get started. Don't be shy. Go ahead and give them a call. Chris at 312-9751, 312-9751, or email Chris at itppartners.com. They're ITP Partners, and they're my financial partners for life.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 14, 2009, rookie Brandon Jennings set a Bucks record by scoring 55 points against the Warriors, breaking the previous record set by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1970.
It's your boy Big Sirs, All-Pro lineman, and your lemon pepper guy. Nothing screams game day like Wingstop. But get this, every Saturday and Sunday this football season, score big with Wingstop's special deal. Order a 75-piece wing pack online at wingstop.com or the Wingstop app using promo code JAX15. And that's $15 off. Carry out or delivery, it's your call. Use online promo JAX15 or $15 off a 75-piece wing pack. Fire up your game day order this weekend with Wingstop.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price, they're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guarantee. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I call Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Make your Thanksgiving table unforgettable. At Jacksonville Flower Market, their custom centerpieces burst with fall color and charm. Stop by Beach and Southside to design your holiday arrangement. Jacksonville Flower Market, where every table blooms with thanks.
Jacksonville Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coating, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. The Jaguars have made a move at linebacker. Branson Combs has been signed off the practice squad to the 53-man roster. High school football playoffs kick off tonight across Jacksonville and Northeast Florida. Bishop Kenny hosts Wakulla. Listen live at 6:55 on 1010XL 92.5 FM. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:04, it's 57 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Beulah Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Beulah.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Oh, yeah! That's Uncle Leo! Oh, I miss him.
Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who takes you there.
Like the upgrade.
Hey, I'm your life. I'm the one who cares.
From the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Your Monday morning rant didn't help anybody out there, Prosser. Fair. I forget that I get over it quick, and I've forgotten that by Wednesday.
But somebody told me you had a rant one morning about pickles one year. So, I know, right? He said it was probably the best one.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. People ask me at noon out at the town center. I don't even know what you're talking about, buddy. So there's that. The plot thickens with this Florida trip to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, there's just more and more of the pessimistic evidence starting to emerge from the Ole Miss side of things. I saw a report from one of the Ole Miss reporters that he's saying that they're now getting ahead of it, and they're looking into the replacement for Kiffin on the assumption.
Well, the message boards heated up yesterday, and they were talking a lot about, now that if he leaves, when he leaves, that kind of thing. So maybe like a realization. I don't know. And again, listen, until it's a done deal, I'm not going to say anything. But let me tell you one thing. I am going to gloat like hell because of all the shots that they took at us on social media after we said what we said last Saturday and what we've been saying really all along.
Oh, they took shots at us saying that he's coming? Oh, about what I said? About meeting with him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how's that aging?
Yeah, we'll see.
Aging pretty good. I do know that at the top of the Gator chain of, support, financial and otherwise, boosters, bull, whatever you call them, they think he's coming.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. I do know that. I know that, that's not third hand. I know that. So is that right? Again, there's nothing more flippant than a coach telling you what his plans are, either an interest in a job or leaving for a job. It's they'll tell you one thing and do the exact opposite an hour later, and that part of that is probably by necessity. So,
yeah. We shall see. We shall see how it all plays out. But again, we're still a ways away. Florida has 3 games left on their schedule. I don't think anything will break until,
Well, they're at a bowl. I think it's more about the Ole Miss side. at no point can they guarantee an SEC championship game spot. In fact, if Texas A&M and Alabama went out, Ole Miss can't play in the SEC championship game. They would not have a tiebreaker with Georgia if they win their last.
Who's on track?
So Ole Miss won't play in the SEC title game. It'd take a lot to happen for them to get
Who's
there.
on track to be in the SEC championship?
Texas A&M and Alabama are both unbeaten in conference.
Yeah.
They're both 6-0, so they got
A&M's looking like, well, they got Texas left and
one more, whoever it is.
Is it Arkansas
maybe
this week? Yeah. So they're all but a lock.
Bama's got Auburn and probably not much. Have they put? Yeah, I don't know who else they play. They played most everyone already. I'm trying to think who they played late. Oklahoma this week. Yeah, Bama's got Oklahoma and Auburn. Bama and Texas A&M both 6-0. They played 8, right? It's not 9 yet.
Yeah.
It's next year.
A&M's never been in, right?
No,
they haven't been to Atlanta.
They had that one of Jimbo's years. They were 10-1. They came to the Gator Bowl here, but they didn't make the 4 team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a year where they were just outside looking in.
Is that the COVID year?
I think so.
And I think we beat them that year, and that was why they didn't get in.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think we had the same. Yeah. So we played Alabama and lost 52-46.
Well, it was still divisions then.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
So it would have been East v. West. Texas A&M may have gotten beat.
Oh, so
by
maybe
Alabama.
that wasn't it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't
it.
Yeah. It's been the last 5 years: Bama, Georgia, Georgia.
Yeah. And listen, forever it was Bama, Florida,
And then LSU,
Bama, Florida, Bama.
LSU won it in 19, and then it was Bama, Georgia, Bama, Auburn, Bama, LSU in 11, Auburn, Bama, Florida, LSU, Florida, Georgia, Auburn, LSU. Oh, man.
You got to go back to Spurrier's days to get Florida.
Yeah.
That's when you got Florida. I mean, Urban peaked as two.
93, 94, 95, 96 was Florida.
And Urban's two.
Lost in 99.
Urban peaked twice. His national championship years were SEC championship years, so he won 2 SECs. But
yeah,
I mean, Spurrier just he owned it like Smart is now. Didn't win the multiple natties. That's the only thing missing.
Yeah.
But when it came to dominance of the conference, he dominated it as much as Saban or
Alabama's been 15 times. They're 11-4. Florida's been 13 times. They're 7-6. Georgia's been 12 times. They're 5-7. So Alabama will be making their 16th appearance.
But anyway, for those that say Florida this, Florida that, that's Florida. You got to understand, for those of us old enough to live through that, that's what Florida is, and that's the promise that Lane Kiffin, the hope that you get with Lane Kiffin. Getting back to that. You can't go from a program as the second most appearances in the SEC championship game in a conference loaded with good teams and not have a much higher ceiling than what they've been reaching.
Florida and Alabama have been the most common matchup 10 times. Georgia and LSU have played 5 times. Georgia, Bama 4 times. Alabama leads that 4-0.
What's Florida and Bama? It's probably 50-50. 6-4 Florida?
Bama.
Mm-hmm. One of those was an upset, like David Palmer's Bama team beat Spurrier in that game in a year that really you thought that was the same year that Sean Alexander and Chandler, shout out Jeff Chandler, missed the kick in Gainesville.
Mm-hmm.
Bama beat us twice that year.
99, Bama beat Florida 34-7.
But earlier that year, they wouldn't have even been in the game, I don't think, have we finished them off, the Sean Alexander game.
Next year, Florida beat Auburn 28-6.
Yeah.
And Spurrier left.
Those are I think what we say, I think we described those, Dan, as the good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was good times. But anyway, yeah, A&M and Bama, huh? That's how it looks.
Yeah, for sure. But by the way, like for Ole Miss's standpoint, say Georgia wins out.
Mm-hmm.
Does Georgia is Texas Georgia's last one, isn't it?
I don't think it's their last one.
I do.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh, they have a throwaway game and then Georgia Tech?
I think so.
Yeah, you might be right.
Or a bye and then Georgia Tech, one of the two. I'm pretty sure though Georgia's already at 6-1.
Yeah.
Let me double check though.
Yeah, Charlotte. They have Charlotte on the.
Yeah. So the point being, if Georgia beats Texas, that's it for Ole Miss because Georgia will have the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I say all this about just when can you go further? If they're not in the SEC championship game, I would think it opens a window or a door with Kiffin rather than waiting until if you have to wait to get to that point.
Yeah.
Now they won't be mathematically eliminated until. Although Georgia would eliminate them from one side of it because they couldn't, that would make Georgia 7-1 if they win this week, and Ole Miss isn't going to beat them for a tiebreaker. I guess they would then have to hope that Texas A&M or Alabama. I don't know how the tiebreakers would work with them. I guess Ole Miss isn't going to be technically out of it unless maybe Florida just beat them. You know who's not out of it, Dan? You know who controls their destiny to reach the SEC championship game?
Who?
the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah.
They're 4-1. They've played the fewest amount of games, but if they beat Georgia, that's Georgia's second loss, they go to 5-1. If they win their next game, they go to 6-1. If they beat Texas A&M, they would go to 7-1 and had Texas A&M a loss and guarantee themselves in the SEC. The playoffs for Texas begin this week in Athens.
Yeah.
They literally do. They have to win those 3 games and then go to make it into the SEC championship game to make it into the playoffs.
And I will say this, Arch has gotten better. He's played better football for him, which, it was easy to rip him early on, but he's been better. He's thrown for 2,100 yards. He's got 18 touchdowns and 6 picks. So 63% of his passes he's completing. So, yeah, he's run for 203 yards. So he's been better. He's not great by any shape or form, but he's progressing, which is nice. And that's what you want from your quarterback. That's what you want him to do. So we'll see. Florida State, try and get things back on track. They're a heavy favorite to Virginia Tech. Why are they such a big favorite?
I don't know. I guess Virginia Tech's terrible. They fired their coach. I guess they haven't. Haven't watched much Virginia Tech, Dan.
Yeah.
I saw Georgia Tech put it on them pretty good, and that can be kind of a dicey game for them.
Yeah. They're like 14.5-point favorites to get a win.
That's a lot, but I don't trust that. I'm not betting a game in the ACC the rest of the year.
No.
I don't know what any of these dog jokers are doing, bro. Every time I bet an SEC game in the Friday 5-pack, it's gone wrong.
Well,
I'll tell you this. Why are they a 14.5-point favorite?
Yeah.
Because they were 12.5-point favorite to Wake Forest, which was supposed to be stealing, and they beat them 42-0.
Yeah, but then they scored 10 points against Clemson.
But my point is against not betting it.
Yeah.
Or betting the other side. Because
Virginia Tech has at Florida State, Miami, and Virginia left. Oh, boy. It's a tough way to finish. So, but we'll see. Yeah. They just lost to Louisville 28-16 at home. So, yeah, I could see.
It's within 12 then. I look, if you're asking me to not put anything on it, I'd lean toward Virginia Tech covering that number, FSU winning the game.
Yeah.
FSU still, what is their record now? 4-5?
Yeah.
So they're battling for some bowl,
bowl
eligibility. Yeah. Florida pretty much gave that away with their performance last week.
No bowl. No shot. Yeah, FSU, again, they started 3-0. That's the frustrating part for them. But they'll have Virginia Tech, then they go to NC State, and then they go to Florida. Those are their 3 left. So can they
they'll lose NC State.
Let's say they win this week.
And then Florida
be for a bowl game.
Yeah, I'm not with you on they'll beat Florida. I think Florida will beat them. FSU is just the same dog mess that Florida is.
Well, I'll let you know after I watch Florida play Tennessee, but I have I think Florida's done. I think Ole Miss hammers them. I think they get going and they beat them 35-10. I really do. Let's take a break. We'll keep it rolling. I think we'll do some New York City headlines today. How's that sound?
I'm with it, bro.
Okay. Let me try the. Oh no! Wait, it's Friday.
It is Friday.
We got advice.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh yes, even better. We'll do that and more coming up.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. How does number 9 feel about number 16?
All right, here we go.
Find out when David Garrard joins Mike and Fat Tony. Mondays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida on 1010XL.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is larger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. You'll always find great deals on our huge selection of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, all prepped and ready for a test drive. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues today. Stop by or shop from home at HondaoftheAvenues.com. Proud sponsor of Sporting Jags.
After our son's shoulder issues were worsening, we took him to see Dr. Snyder at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, who recommended PRP treatment. We trusted Dr. Snyder's evaluation and look forward to seeing him pitch again. For the right care, the best care, we highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Surfside Pools. Cooler weather is around the corner now through November. That's right. Surfside Pools is offering 10% off new pool heater systems heater replacement and installation. Upgrade that existing heater system now. And if you don't have one, it's a perfect time to add a system and extend your swimming season for months of extra enjoyment. 10% off new heater systems, replacement, and installation at Surfside Pools. You ready to float happy and float happy through the winter? Sure. Visit surfsidepools.net or call them 246-2666. That's 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, your hometown MVP.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, hospitality projects. Maybe it's top-tier residential service. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Enjoy the scenic views at Twin Peaks while you sip on half-price wine by the glass, select draft beers, and Jaeger Bomb specials. Into the Night with Rick Ballou is live 6 to 8 this Wednesday at none other than Twin Peaks, Atlantic, and Kernan.
What's happening, folks? E.T. here, and if you're looking for good food, outdoors fun, and plenty to do, my old stomping ground in Clay County is the place to be. Check out Clay's diverse local restaurants. They got barbecue, seafood, and Latin restaurants that all hit the spot. Outdoorsy? Paddle along scenic waterways, cast a line, or hit the trails. And the events. There's always something for you to do for you and the fam. Check out exploreclay.com to plan your next adventure. And when you do, make sure you hashtag ExploreClay on social.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Looking for your new favorite hangout this football season? Try Voodoo Brewing Company in the heart of San Marco. Locally owned and community-focused, Voodoo Brewing serves up award-winning beers, scratch-made upscale pub fare, and laid-back vibes where everyone's welcome. For live music, trivia nights, and all the football action this season, make Voodoo Brewing Company Jacksonville your new favorite spot on San Marco Square.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Paging Brian Thomas Jr., please pick up the courtesy phone and please have a big day on Sunday. It's time, Brian Thomas Jr. Parker Washington a little bit hobbled. Obviously, Travis Hunter gone. De'Ami Brown, only 19 catches this year. It's time, Brian Thomas Jr., for you to be the man. You haven't been the man all season long. You got 30 catches for 420 yards and 1 touchdown. Ugh. It's time, Brian Thomas Jr. It's time to get back to playing football the way you were playing it a year ago. It's time to be the guy. I don't want to look up and have 2 catches for 13 yards in the first half. Brian Thomas Jr., time to step up and help this Jaguar football team win a football game. And that's your Duval Minute, Brought to you by Lift Power. Lift Power always looking for experienced lift truck and dock door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The Lift Power benefits are out of this world. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power is rapidly growing. Proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Lift Power is family-owned and operated. Opportunities knocking to be part of the family. All you got to do, go to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
Well, we're to that time of the week where you've come to trust us, our level-handed response to any and all things. And we're probably even more proficient in these life hacks maybe than we are even in sports. So we'll do the best we can. You guys are a mess out there. Some of these letters we take, ET, they give me pause about who I'm passing in the on the highway every week.
It's tough.
But we'll do the best we can. And one thing we'll do, we'll give you better advice than whatever it is you're doing because you've just written into 3 slappies on a radio station for help.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're at wit's end. You're writing into us, aren't you? I mean, you've gone through your whole circle of support, and this is what you're left with. Well, then just saddle up and take the answer to the advice, and let's get going.
You want to do it now?
Isn't that when we do it or no?
Let's go. Letters.
We're coming back.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll get my drill letters out here. Just like to grab them and go. Dear Drill, my older sister thinks she's better than me. She makes little snide comments and thinks it's okay. Has led to a couple big arguments in the past few years. The last argument was over some money that I was missing. She's been stealing from anybody and everybody. Hospitals, doctor offices, family members, her boyfriend's family. When I realized that she had stolen money from me as well, it was the last straw. I confronted her, and her response was, I am now dead to her. Okay. We haven't spoken in several months. Her boyfriend passed away last week, and she hasn't told me. I found out about it on social. Should I reach out to her about funeral arrangements or contact his family instead? His family never really talked to any of us. They didn't like her because they thought she was only there for his money. What do I do?
You should reach out to your sister, who just lost her fiance, and be the bigger person here and try that. Look, if it's exactly as you described, this may be a cut bait situation. There are plenty of families where it gets to a point of being so toxic that if it's exactly as you're describing, your sister's a mess. You want to stay as far as and by the way, I'd point to some sort of like drug use or mental illness, something going on there. If that is as described. But in the meantime, maybe just show a little love, be the bigger person, and maybe that can thaw things out. And at some point, you may sit down and talk about some of this stuff. But I don't know if sis is going to ever come around. I also don't know the ages here either. She would have helped if she told us.
Yeah.
I mean, because in America today, we could be talking about a 52 and 56-year-old. They don't get over it. That's why if you're younger, do it now. Get over it.
Oh, that's a tough one. But if she dead to you, then you're going to have to stand on that. Stand on that. If she wrongs you many, many times, the great Maya Angelou once said, when someone shows you who you are, who they are, believe them. And if you feel like sis has already showed you who they are, then believe them. However, that's your sister.
Yeah.
And she may be going tomorrow. But, I mean, if she dead to you, then stand on it.
It's a tough one coming up here, dear Drill. I've been with my girl for 25 years.
It's a long time.
We never married, various reasons.
Yeah.
She's in her 60s. I'm 13 years younger.
Is this coming from ET?
Dang. Dang.
She's in her 60s. I'm 13 years younger. Our sex life isn't so good anymore.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it's gone.
Okay.
What can I do as a younger man to make her feel special again? How can I light her fire? We still sleep in the same room, but that's about it. I'm not ugly, overweight, or unappealing. Is there any hope for at least a slight increase in sex? All my parts are working. That's not the problem. I don't want to cheat, and there are too many diseases I could catch out there. Please advise.
Well,
Drew.
are you attracted to? I mean, there are plenty of 60-year-olds that are attractive. Are you attracted to your wife? What do you think, your wife, because she's 60, doesn't want to or can't have sex anymore? Is that what the inference is?
I guess that's it.
Then y'all need to go see one of them counselors there, then, because I think you'll find that if you've always if that part of your relationship has always been good, I don't know why you're acting now like you've hit some drop dead date. That seems a little early for that. You're not 80.
Yeah, it seems
right?
early.
I mean, it sounds like he likes her, or I don't know why they never got married. I mean, is she like doesn't want to or anything? I'm not getting that vibe either. So, yeah, I'm not sure what question you're asking. Are you saying, unless you're saying, man, I've been with this one for 25, she's too old for me now. What do I do?
Yeah.
If that's what you're saying, then yeah, I can't. Then you break up with her, I suppose.
Maybe you try something new.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe you try something new. And what I mean by that,
I was trying to
is,
keep it clean, Hick.
Yes, you know, there's these symbols. I believe they're
call 1-800-ET to spice up.
I believe they're pineapples that you wear on your shirt.
You want to take her on a swingers cruise?
You just want to just try something different.
Man, I don't know about your advice today, man, but there you go. Yeah, just advice. Yeah, okay.
We got time for one more.
Yeah, we do. One more. I mean, they're just coming in. That came from.
This is a tough
from
one
downtown.
right
I mean, who lives downtown?
It's a tough one coming up here. Dear Drill. My longtime friend, let's call her Cindy for the sake of the letter.
Cindy
Lou.
She's 6 months pregnant. Started sharing name ideas with me regarding her baby. It's a girl.
She's 6 months pregnant. Okay.
Congratulations.
All right. So
For some reason, Cindy will hear a word she thinks sounds pretty, and she thinks it'll make a great name for her daughter, regardless of the meaning of the word. I had to beg her to stop considering chlamydia as a name.
The idiocracy is real. What advice do you need?
Finally agreed after I repeatedly emphasized the bullying her daughter would receive over a name like chlamydia.
Does the idiocrat know that chlamydia is a VD, or does she think it's a flower?
Now,
does she call the florist and ask for an arrangement of chlamydias?
Now she has her heart set on the name Cliché, and seems to think as long as the name isn't an STD, everything will be fine.
Yeah, no, Cliché would be exactly that.
She's now calling me hypercritical. This is another name that I've objected to. Chalet was another selection. Cindy's family doesn't seem to care and even agrees that chlamydia sounds lovely, and she should go with that name. I'm at my wit's end. I only wanted to help an innocent child avoid a lifetime of ridicule and stress. What should I do?
Run, baby, away from these people, these weirdos. What are you doing?
Chlamydia?
How can you have a friend that wants to name a child chlamydia? That's dumb by association.
Chlamydia?
She can't, and her family is on board with all this stuff. If you have any other friends, start spending all your time with them. This girl's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Chlamydia?
You better start getting used to some nicknames. Liddy.
Cleo.
Lydia.
Cleo.
I mean, who names
chlamydia?
I mean, again, I can't be friends with somebody that would ponder that.
I can't do it.
You got to move. You got to jump up a level of friend in the friend zone.
Yeah.
I don't know how close you are with this girl. She's not your friend anymore. Find somebody better.
Can't be a Guggenella.
And because you're right,
you
should be appalled.
Give her our
by
number.
this.
Tell her to call us.
Yeah. That's
we'll
correct.
tell her straight up, man.
Yeah. And forever, by the way, her husband or the father will be the one that gave her chlamydia.
This is the drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Find Florida Gators basketball on 1010XL.
It's a college basketball bonanza on the First Coast. Hurricanes and Gators at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Hear it live Sunday night at 8:30 on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber.
The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
Hi, folks. Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Watch football this season in downtown Duval at Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. 2 floors, 15 TVs, a giant projector, 80 self-pour taps of ice-cold craft beer, wine and cocktails, plus a full bar. Wings, burgers, and more, and pizza delivered to your table from Pizza Dynamo. Downtown at Laura and Forsyth. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. A beer festival every day.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen, man. That's what they want you to do, man. The Sunshine State brings some challenges out there, and if you're out there for a long time, fishing, playing golf, watching your kids play, working, man, get on a floppy hat, long sleeve dry fit with cooler temps, sunscreen if you need it. Listen, they'll take care of you. Nobody better than Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. It's a great place I go. Shout out to Solana Road. That's where I go for all my skincare needs. I had a hydrofacial there. Terrific. Get your wife a hydrofacial. You'll be glad you did. Listen, but take care of that skin. And if something does show up, then go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the best location to serve you logistically, and you'll be glad you did. They'll take care of all your skincare needs. That's beachesdermatology.com.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
Let me get mine in first, and I'll turn it over to Heckle and Jekyll here, the high school degenerates.
Cool down by making some cheese.
I'm gonna cool down. I'm gonna cool down with some basketball first. Hey, about those Atlanta Hawks. Let's talk a little bit about them Hawks, 8-4. Jalen Johnson made history last night. First player in NBA history to have at least 30, 15, 10, and 7 steals.
What happened to the Hawks are who they are? I told you they're no
winning.
good.
Well,
blah,
you know
blah,
why? Because Trae Young hadn't been playing. They were 1-3.
He get the hell out of here.
They're 7-2.
Trying to do a show.
That's what's happened.
What are you doing?
But no, I'm cooling down on. Listen, we told you that this time of year brings you those basketball games that if you don't take note of them, you'll miss.
Yeah, what do we got this weekend?
We had one of those last night, right? And I'll remind you, college basketball is here on the First Coast. The Gators take on the Canes Sunday down in the facility. That's at 8:30, ESPN. But I did kind of take note. Tonight, 10 o'clock, number 5 Arizona, number 15 UCLA. Used to be a great Pac-10 matchup. It's not anymore, right? They're different conferences.
I'll be deep into that Minnesota game.
I know you will. Tomorrow, again, we'll miss all these. I'm just saying. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, number 3 Yukon, number 7 BYU. And I'll be watching the sorry A Gators get B to Aid. And then on Sunday at 3 o'clock, probably at the stadium at that point, it's number 1 Houston, number 22 Auburn. So and there's like a game like this seemingly every day until the new year. So you've been warned. Now I'll turn it over to two guys that are setting high school sports and integrity back, apparently completely unaware of the name Emmanuel Classe or Chauncey Billups.
Do you know what he's talking about?
No idea.
It's Dan in Denmark.
We like to bring attention to the high school football scene, and what we do is we gamble on the games. So we get Dilly gives me 3 choices, and he said he's the capper. I've rallied back to close it. We're even right now.
We're even, Steven.
Heading into the postseason. Do we want to go 2,000 a game or 1,000?
We can double up. We can double up this week and next week.
Okay, this week and next week we're gonna go 2,000 per game.
If you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
That's right.
Or the FHSAA and shut this thing down.
No, Baldwin's not in the list.
Yeah.
We don't do Baldwin because we don't do Baldwin. All right, what do we got? Give me the 3 games.
Probably the game of the night. Nice Oakleaf.
Oh, that's a good
rematch from a year ago, second round game.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oakleaf went over to Nice last year and beat them.
Yeah.
I think Nice is the 4 seed. Oakleaf is the 5. I think Nice gets them this year.
Okay.
I like Nice. I'll go.
Where's that game?
Is at Nice.
That's a pick 'em, man.
Yeah.
What do you got it at?
I like Nice. I'll go 3.5 Nice.
Nice minus 3.5. That's game 1.
Are you what part of the sticks are you from again?
I'm from the west side.
He just said it sounds like a pick'em game. You could have got him for better than minus 3.5. What's wrong with you?
He's the capper.
What just happened? Is this what's been happening all year?
Get him right.
Hickens said that sounds like a pick'em. Denmark says, "Oh, that sounds great. You can have 3.5."
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Next game.
All right, we got other 4 or 5 game. You got Ed White, Pine Forest.
Oh, that's high score. What's the over-under on that one?
I don't know. Pine Forest.
Ed White, the highest scoring offense maybe in the state of Florida history. He scored over 500 points this
Really?
year. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, they got a good quarterback.
We
King
should
Boyle.
focus more on that during this segment every week rather than the betting.
Why have we
line.
had King on the program? Get him next week if they win. Go ahead.
They'll probably. I think they'll win. I like Ed White. I like him. I like him minus 14.
Is that here?
Mm-hmm.
Minus 14?
Yeah, Pine Forest got to travel a long way.
You know the Panhandle's own.
They have, but hey, all
Northeast.
those teams got to come here tonight.
Hey, man, if Florida ever does open the high school betting, let me tell you who they're not going to count on to handicap and set the line.
Yeah.
This dude.
Last game, please.
I don't even know anything about high school football, and I love certain sides.
Last game, please.
Oh, man, the last game, I don't know where to go because you got.
Go one way.
Let's see. Mandarin's going to win easily. Range is going to win.
Uh-huh.
You know, third game.
It could be a blowout. It could be a heavy line.
I'm not going to give you a heavy line.
All right. What do you got?
There was a third game I couldn't remember, but those are the main 2.
Oh, he wants to go 2 games.
What about Creekside? What does Creekside play? Put them in there.
All right. I'm gonna take. I hate to do this, but even though it's a pick'em game, but I'm going to take Nice, and I think Nice wins, so I'm going to lay the 3.5.
Okay.
Nice against Oakleaf. You got Oakleaf plus 3.5.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
You're a savant.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're a genius. You sucker.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't sucker him, but he took the 3.5 anyway.
Yeah, I took it anyway.
Never mind. Good for you.
2,000 on the line on this one. It's a big game tonight. So Oakleaf let me down earlier this year.
Yeah.
So therefore,
The hook. Why about it? You want to buy the hook for another 2,200?
Call Justin Moore. He's a big Nice guy, and we'll make sure we got that under control. So let's go.
Let's go for Reed.
All right, here we go. Oakleaf Nice is the game of the week around these parts here on the drill. $2,000.
Still looking for sponsors, by the way.
Yeah.
HSATS every week on the drill.
There's been an end of an era, gentlemen.
What happened
in the basketball world?
What you mean?
What do we got?
Steph Curry
is retired.
No, he's no longer with Under Armour.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He says these shoes
he's
suck.
a shoe. Yeah, so he's a sneaker free agent.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's.
Bigger deal than that, E. I'm sorry. The biggest deal about Steph Curry is him doing the Gator chomp after Will Richard knocked down a 3 the other night.
Did.
How did Richard end up doing? Yeah, I know you circle back to the stat sheet. His start night.
Stand by, please.
Yeah.
Stand by for that. He's. I'll say this. Steve Kerr said he's going to keep him in as a starter.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
That's
Good
what's
for
up.
him.
Yeah.
By the way, I watched the Hawks against the Jazz last night.
Uh-huh.
Walter Clayton Jr., DNP CD.
Wow.
I should have switched it over to the Jazz broadcast to see what they were saying about
Will
it.
Richard only had 3 points as a starter.
Huh. Well, Clayton is just his high is 10. He's had like 6 points in
He only
11
shot it
minutes.
a couple times, though.
Is what he does.
His job is to get the ball to Curry.
Yeah, out of all of those boys, though, I wouldn't have thought that Will Richards would have been the man in the league. Yeah.
No, I thought Clayton had.
And listen, it's early for Will Richards. Let's not get carried away. But he's done a nice job as a second-round pick to work his way into the starting lineup for the Golden State Warriors. That's all we're saying. But yeah, Walter's a little slow off the blocks, quite frankly. So, and I think I was excited about him. You said he didn't play, huh?
No, he didn't play last night. And again, it said coach's decision. Whether or not there was an injury, I don't know. I kind of fast forwarded through and then got to the end and watched the kind of the goal, the throwaway. But then as I'm watching the game, I'm thinking, well, where's Clayton? Mm-hmm. But I was kind of stuck because I didn't want to know who won the game until I didn't want to look at the game, the box score until after the game. I didn't see him play, and then I looked. Yeah, no time at all, and I don't think he's injured.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, make the turn for home. Next, here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. I now think Florida State has to fire Mike Norvell. I got thinking about this. Miami's got their guy in Mario Cristobal. He's a graduate. He loves the Canes. They have their guy. They might be in the playoffs this year. Florida, if it gets Lane Kiffin, and I think it's going to, will have its guy. Whether he turns out to be great or not isn't the conversation right now. What matters is Gator fans will be elated. I don't think Florida State can keep a guy that the entire fan base wishes was gone. The Noles, no matter how costly it is, have to make a move. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. The holidays are right around the corner, and Nimnik Buick GMC is kicking off the season with prices that are better than ever. Are you looking for a dealership that actually makes car buying easy? Well, at Nimnik, you'll find unbeatable holiday savings, a huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that fits your budget. Plus, the biggest sale of the year is coming, Nimnik's bigger than ever Black Friday event. Start your shopping early at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, Hickett here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowdine Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic LASIK. Designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowdine Associates. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Custom home builders. Fed up with your electrical and low voltage companies that ghost you mid-project, sparking delays? Unreliable subs and poor electrical work that derail your schedules? Turn to Tyson Inc., experts in seamless electrical services for your custom builds. Pre-construction planning, integration, and installation, no hassles. Your homeowners will love the new Tyson showroom. Team up with Tyson for your next home building project. TysonInc.com.
Pre-Game Friday.
Built by Dream Finders Homes. Homes built to fit your lifestyle on 1010XL.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
So welcome.
Experience Pink Floyd.
To the machine.
Floyd.
Breathe.
Nation.
Breathe in the air.
November 21st at Florida Theater. Floyd Nation.
Don't be afraid to care. I don't need no arms around me.
Floyd Nation. Experience Pink Floyd. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I got a question for you.
I'm averaging 2.3 points. I'm averaging 2.3 points, 1 rebound, 1.9 assists on 29% free field goal percentage. I'm brawny, baby.
Shout out, E.
Shout out.
When you're one of those, like they call them two-way players, it's hard to keep up with what exactly.
I think you know how we have trouble with the quarterback rating and the passer rating, and we
Well, they don't always match. And we said before, no one's saying Trevor Lawrence is all pro, but he's not in like the category of where the passer rating puts him.
Doesn't seem it. But anyways, maybe there should be some tweaks. Let me ask you a question about this. You played fantasy for a lot of years. Justin Fields, 19 points last night. Drake Maye, 15 points.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Running yards.
Yeah,
I know, but that ain't cool. There ought to be some sort of.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You shouldn't
There's
reward.
no way that.
Well, the only thing is, going into a fantasy season that
I guess.
a passer without some running ability is not as good a fantasy quarterback.
Yeah.
He might be a better regular quarterback. So, you would already lean that way.
And Drake May's like an MVP candidate. He's played great last night, and Justin Fields is terrible.
It's got what do you have? 80 yards rushing, maybe
70.
Yeah, that's why. That's 7. What and how many have not? Yeah, he really had like a 12-point night.
Yeah.
But Drake Maye can run too now.
Yeah.
He must not have had much last night.
I didn't need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So.
I said, is there ever been a more perfect coach franchise match than Vrabel to the Patriots?
It's perfect.
Perfect.
We
They did the right thing getting rid of Mayo.
Yeah, like Mayo's a good dude, and like he.
Yeah.
If you had, you gotta give old man Kraft some credit on that one because this guy's gone right in and said all the right things.
Be careful, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Be careful. It may not be a one-year blip.
I think New England's going to win the division, by the way.
And that's what I'm saying. Be careful. It may not be a one-year blip.
No.
They've got a great coach and a great quarterback, and
Yeah.
he's younger than your great quarterback.
Yeah,
and your coach, at some point, you're going to get a new one because people are going to get tired of never going to the Super Bowl.
Correct.
And suddenly the Bills have found themselves, all right, turn your radio off, Buffalo Tom.
Sorry, Buffalo
I'll
Tom.
give you 3, 2, 1. All right, he's turned it off by now. The Bills are not so quietly looking like just a okay football team.
Yeah.
Like the confidence that they had inspired, they keep giving it. It concerns me when you lose to bad teams, man.
Right.
And the Dolphins and the Falcons are bad teams, and they got beat pretty good by
And
both
they played
of them.
the Patriots and lost at home.
Yeah.
Patriots beat them in Buffalo.
But at least the Patriots are a good team.
Oh, yeah.
They lost in Atlanta and Miami, who aren't any good. And so if you're not going to beat the Patriots, you're not going to have home field. You're going to have to go on the road. And you've shown on the road you can lose to the level of the Falcons and Dolphins. So good luck playing at Baltimore, the North winner. Good luck.
Buffalo Bills should never have a draft where they don't take a receiver.
They got to get a number one guy.
Yeah.
And by the way, before Diggs, you know who they had?
Yeah.
Stevie Johnson was their number one
Yeah.
guy. This is who Josh Allen's been throwing to. And by the way, it's not like he's also been one of those teams that while he doesn't have a number one, he's got 3 or 4 good ones. He never had that either. He's not. Cole Beasley's the second best receiver he's ever had.
Tweeted to me, we heard a lady at the pier kept saying chlamydia. Come to find out she was calling her daughter. We asked her where she got the name. She said she heard it while at the hospital and thought it was beautiful.
Oh, my God, people. I guess it's real, the letter we get.
The letters are real.
I mean, in some ways, I can appreciate the naive innocence that you've never heard that word before. You got to be pretty innocent to have never heard the word.
Maybe that's it.
Right? Right? I mean, or do they know what it is when they?
I don't know if it's naive innocence. You have to read a little bit. You have to know.
You have to know a venereal disease.
Yeah. Huh?
You have to. I mean, some people might never hear that word.
I mean, I don't.
We're
Why would you
dudes,
never...
bro. We all have a buddy who brought that word up at some inopportune time, right? But depending on.
I mean, if you got an education, you got to know certain things.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, your dog. I mean, honestly, and by the way, there are certain words like they won't let you name your kids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that should be one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Any of those
go on
should
record
be.
saying
we add the venereal diseases to.
I'm
the
gonna go on
list.
record saying you really shouldn't be a parent if you named your kid chlamydia.
Correct.
Sorry.
This is my daughter gonorrhea.
Herpes, come here.
Thought it was
Driven
pretty.
by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
I'll always love my husband. He gave me
only
two
slightly preferable to naming your son Adolf. Right?
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Like there are some things you just don't
Thank
do.
you, Tony.
My husband gave me gonorrhea and chlamydia, the happiest days of my life.
Love my
Yeah,
babies.
that's a person who didn't pay attention in health class.
Bro, yeah,
Like, I don't know how
thank
else
you.
to explain
I'm all for
And we're
government.
talking 8th grade health class.
Yeah.
We're not talking
I'm all
like junior
for
in high school.
government keeping hands off.
Like when
but
they give
maybe-
you the list of those diseases, it's like, oh, I make
Yeah.
a mental note of never want any of
I don't
this.
want that one,
Right,
but I
like-
will name my daughter. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Yes.
What's up, Tone?
It is
What do
a
we got?
beautiful sounding word if you have no idea what it means.
I don't think so. It sounds like a harsh, ugly word to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the nicknames that come like E's Lydia or Chloe or
Cleo.
You were thinking like Nadia or Lydia or something, and then you heard that word. You were like, oh, I like that. I haven't ever heard of anyone named that. Gonna be breaking new ground. Oof. I wonder what conversation she was listening to that was overheard.
we just read the letters.
Right.
Pete Guggen, sorry.
That she thought, oh, that's a good name.
Oh gosh. What's cooking today, friend?
We will get into our keys for victory
Yes.
for the Jaguars against the Chargers this week. We always do a tell of the tape
Yes.
with Tommy Mack as well. They usually are pretty evenly split up,
Yeah.
when you get into these kind of matchups. But against the Rams, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it went the Rams' way, and I'm expecting today will be a similar story
you
against
might
the
be right.
Chargers, but we'll see what Tommy winds up doing with that.
All right, well, have a great show. Great
Thank
Friday,
you.
great weekend. Bowls tonight.
Bulls tonight.
Who we got?
Taking on Walton.
Bowls minus 28.
Probably need more than that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
this
as
is
far as he's allowed to go in his
This is
physical
a
capacity.
running clock kind of game. It has that kind of feel to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you would know better than me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our work here is done on a Football Friday.
It's been a GFL Friday.
What was that?
We make it clap. We make it clap.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
That's why we give you Pre-Game Friday. Get the news, notes, and inside stuff you need to get ready for game day.
You like that?
Built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL. The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts.